So we return once more to Ironfang Invasion. You have cleared out at this point the entirety of, you have revealed the entirety of the map here for the Reliquary of Ascension. You don't know if this is all of it, as you do have one more chamber that we will get to here in a little second, and maybe a pit that leads somewhere, but we'll get to that in a bit. Last week you had pretty much cleared out the rest of the Reliquary of Ascension, gotten right up to the final bit here. I think last week was when you had fallen prey to the haunt. You had a curious interaction with a summoned devil, which was interesting. It was the battle with the Forge Fiends, and then there was the, going a little out of order, there was the Scriptorium, which you guys tried to silently walk through, but probably the two least silent people were the first to walk in and triggered a trap there. So there were a lot of traps and haunts and summoned creatures going on last session. You got through it all though, and rested up, assuming that you were getting close to the end here, close to the confrontation with the rumored Medusa. So you prepped yourselves, got up to the massive doors leading into the chamber here, cast a bunch of buff spells. I don't even remember what all they were, but there's probably a dozen different spells I'm looking at in the chat right here. A whole bunch of stuff went off. So you guys are all ready for a fight. You open the doors, and you did not see a Medusa, but I will reread to you what you do see in here. 4 30-foot wide alcoves mark the corners of this massive chamber. Bronze reliefs decorate each alcove. You can only see 2 from where you're at, but both of the ones that you can see are decorated in this manner, depicting dwarven figures in exploration, celebration, battle, and mourning. In the center of the chamber, 4 heavy chains support a circular stone platform, a foot above the room's floor, and below it is a pit that drops downwards out of sight. Near the chamber's center stands a statue of a hobgoblin captured in a fearsome roar. The upper half of its face and head have been smashed. And as I said, you don't see any Medusa where you're at. I revealed the whole chamber, and yeah, technically you wouldn't be able to see all the corners until you went inside, but if you were to take a moment outside the entrance here and listen, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. What do you guys do?
I'm getting out of here.
Well, obviously there's nothing here. We must kill all the gugs so we can go back to the scary dwarven statue lady, and she'll let us pass, I'm sure.
Well, that doesn't help us against with the council, though. They're going to ask us if we cleared the place out, and we don't know if there's anything in here. Could be invisible.
Oh, Kieran, you and all the details.
Well, somebody's got to go in first. Gideon, I nominate you. Nobody wants to do it. Kieran will walk in with Gideon. Slowly. Okay. I am also perceiving as I walk in, so I will roll perception. A 28. Just kind of looking down at my feet, looking at the walls, using my blind sense to see if there's, or to sense if there's anything that is moving in front of me that I can't see with my eyes.
Like I said, you don't see anything like you can now kind of look around some of the corners there, see all the alcoves. You don't see any creatures hiding. You don't hear any movement. You just see all of the dwarven iconography. But as you guys do move forward, you do see the statue in the center does begin to, similar to the other statues that you have seen, there's like a little haziness to it as a ethereal figure seems to emerge slightly. And you can see this hobgoblin form kind of emerge and look around.
And remind me, what does this statue look like? It looks humanoid?
Hobgoblin, he just said.
Hobgoblin. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, near the center stands a statue of a hobgoblin captured in a fearsome roar. The upper half of its face and head have been smashed.
How do we know it's in the middle of a roar when half of its face is gone?
Presumably it's the top half is gone.
Yeah, so the nose and up, I guess, is kind of smashed. Yeah.
Okay. Kieran will kind of speak out to the apparition and say, listen, before we get any closer, do you promise not to wail or scream or do anything like that? We've run into ghosts like you before and it hasn't ended well.
The hobgoblin kind of tilts his head slightly as you... What language are you saying this in?
If it's a hobgoblin, I would speak in goblin.
Okay, you can speak in goblin? Okay.
I can.
Yes, so you call out to it in goblin and it responds as, I have no interest in any of you.
Well, that's lucky. Then we don't really have interest in you other than to maybe ask you questions. I don't really care who you are, but I'd like to know why you're here.
The figure kind of assesses all of you as you get a little closer, is looking at Gideon and Kieran as you step up real close. And he responds, he says, I was here on a mission, I don't know how long ago anymore. I was with the general and her heretic of an advisor, as well as our spy master. The four of us traveled through the Darklands. The advisor knew some back door into Kragadan. We followed her way. She brought us here to this chamber where we found some ancient artifact. I don't know the details about it. That wasn't part of my job. But as soon as we got it, the general and her advisor turned around and, well, they started a fight with our spy master, we'll say. I don't know what the situation was, but the way it looked to me is looks like they betrayed her for some reason. I don't know if she did anything or if they were just trying to make sure there were as few witnesses to this mission as possible. But they got into a big fight. I got thrown into it, got petrified in the middle of it, and I don't know what happened to them too, but I imagine they probably escaped. Our spy master is still around here somewhere, I'm sure, but she was not very happy.
So was the spy master Medusa, the one that did this to you?
Yeah, that's right.
Kind of weird that they wanted to kill the spy master, who, you would think would not be as troublesome knowing things. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like I said, knowing stuff wasn't really part of my job. I was mostly here for the muscle. But I wouldn't put it past the advisor to have put some thoughts into our general. Those snakes aren't worth trusting.
We have heard that they are very cunning.
So I'm guessing that the general you speak of is Azersi, and the advisor is Xanathura?
That's right. Azersi had, well, she came up with all kinds of plans as soon as she met Xanathura, and I'm not sure how good all of them were, but Xanathura's had her ear for years now.
What was the name of the spy master?
Elachnida.
Is that a name we're familiar with?
I don't know.
Sorry, I wasn't talking to you.
And the mythical voice in our heads. Does that name ring a bell for any of our characters?
I don't believe so.
I don't remember hearing that.
So you got a bunch of names from the Iron Fang Legion. So you got Azersi, you got Xanathura, and I think there were 2 or 3 other, commander level people that you learned of. But Elachnida was not one of the names given, I don't believe. But it's highly likely that could be because, according to what this hobgoblin is saying, it's been at the very least 2 years since he or the Spymaster would have been with the Iron Fang Legion, so the information that you gleaned might have been post this conflict, and so it stands to reason that it might not have mentioned a figure who is thought to have been dead.
And you mentioned that Alaknida might still be here somewhere?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's still here. It's a weird feeling. I can't really explain it, but I think she's down below. And he kind of nods towards the pit.
Great.
I mean, we have a common enemy. Do you think maybe this Alaknida will befriend us? 100%. That's what I feel. Nothing will go wrong.
I don't know. You'd have to ask her. I haven't really spoken with her in a while.
How is she, do you think, still alive? I mean, I'm assuming you've been here for, I think, 2 years?
I don't know how much time has passed.
I'm going to assume about 2 years.
Yeah, my clock stopped working when I was petrified, so...
That's the thing, though, is we know Azerisi is still alive and out there, and we know Xanathura is still out there, so they must have either trapped Alaknida in here, or if that haunt is any indication, if we suppose that we were in the position of Alaknida, then wouldn't that mean that they succeeded in killing her?
Well, it's one way to find out for sure, and I think it's forward, or down, at least.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Well, maybe we should check out the rest of this room first before we decide to hop, skip, and jump down.
Gideon will nod, but will walk towards the edge and kind of look down, see what we're dealing with.
And petrified.
As you walk up, Gideon...
Okay.
Oh,
Bye-bye, Ghosty. I was going to ask
you
questions,
kind of...
but...
Well, no, you can. I'm going to just describe what he sees, and then you can continue. But as you step up to the pit, you kind of peer over the edge slightly, and it looks like this pit drops about 30 feet down into glowing lava.
So Kieran would look at the ghost again and say, all right, so we've already established that you were with the Iron Fang Legion. Can you confirm to me that you were not here under the orders of Molthun?
The ghost kind of laughs. He says, Molthun, yeah, okay. No, we weren't here with Molthun. That's ridiculous. We haven't been with Molthun in years.
All right, because there's a big misunderstanding going on, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it, and you may just be the person that we need to help tie up some loose ends.
The only person that I take orders from is Azerisi, and Azerisi doesn't take orders from Molthun anymore.
Yeah, I think we've come to find that out.
And this was true even when you became petrified all those years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, we had kind of silently broken off from Molthun. I don't memory's kind of foggy. I don't remember how long it was, but it was some time before we came here. We split off as Azerisi met Xanathura, or did she meet Xanathura before we split off? I can't remember. I don't know. One way or another, we didn't have anything to do with them for quite some time before coming here.
All right, well, thank you for adding some clarity to that. We'll have to deal with that later, assuming we survive going into the pit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried if I were you. It looks pretty dangerous, but it's an illusion anyways, so it's not as much to worry about as you'd think.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Oh, you mean the pit's an illusion, or the
No, the
lava?
pit's real, but the lava's an illusion. The dwarves placed it there so that thieves wouldn't think to jump down where all their real treasure's kept.
Oh, interesting. That's actually pretty smart.
Well, I mean, we are pretty intelligent people.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it was just a good idea.
Gideon will be tempted to toss a rock down, but he'll wait until the group is ready to proceed before tampering with it.
The ghost looks at you very angrily and he says, I'd prefer you'd left my finger there on the ground.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Because the only rocks that would be here are would be his body parts.
He'll pull out something else from his backpack then to use.
I mean, do we have to throw anything? Wouldn't it just alert her if she's down there?
But if it's not an illusion.
Excuse me?
I was going to say, it's kind of rude.
Did you... Really?
Trust but verify.
Does the ghost have something to gain from deceiving you?
I suppose not. Fair point.
Kieran will cast Detect Magic down the pit.
Really?
I'm just confirming, all right?
We have been burned really bad in the past. You'd be surprised.
Literally burned. I stepped full on in lava. It destroyed my favorite pants.
I feel rude. We never asked your name.
Well, I already told him I didn't really care about it.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Just tell me. I'm Gideon, Everstand.
My name's Dendrake.
Dendrake.
Was Dendrake? Is Dendrake? I don't know.
No, I do have another question for you, Dendrake, since I'm getting mixed feelings from the other statues that we've talked to. If you could be brought back, would you want to be? Or are you just fine with passing on at this point?
Well, in case you haven't seen the upper half of my face, it's probably best that you don't try that.
I mean, there's ways of getting around that. I'm not saying that we would do it, but there's powerful magic in this world that could circumvent that problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, we could make you more handsome than before.
But we're not going to do that, so let's not give him
Oh,
false
that's
hope.
rude.
I mean, we could find a pretty powerful druid and we could turn you into something completely different.
Okay, from what I'm hearing, we should just leave it be. We're getting into weird territory here.
Well, like I said, we may need your testimony later on, so don't get too comfortable. But also, I think we need to get a move on because we cast all these buffs that are probably going to wear off before we even get to fight Alachnida, so we probably should check out this pit and continue on.
Yeah, by my count, it's been 15 minutes, so I guess you're all out of luck.
Nope, that was not how long our conversation was. Nope.
Yep, my watch says so. Oh,
You
wait.
said your watch was broken.
You said your watch stopped when you became petrified.
Bluff check.
Did I detect magic in the pit? Magic that would be of the illusion variety?
You detect magic down into the pit. You do not detect any magic. Oran, give me a perception check.
You know, Kieran's a dwarf.
Oh no, Kieran's a dwarf. Aha!
Okay. So, Oran, with that roll, you see something in the corner of the chamber that you did not see before. You're the only one, I think, that has gotten to an angle to have seen it. Let me put it on the map here for you. In the upper left corner of the chamber, you kind of are at the pit, and you just see out of the corner of your eye what looks to be a dead body.
Kieran will stop detecting magic and he'll be like, all right, listen, I'm not detecting anything illusion down there. I think you're pulling our leg.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
I'm
You're in a
serious.
dwarven vault. You think they don't have means of hiding illusions? You think they just come up here, throw an illusion down, and say, nobody's going to throw a cantrip at that to notice it?
I know.
Really?
Honestly, I'm finding it hard to believe why you would want to tell us that it's an illusion when you could just keep your mouth shut and we could jump down in there and be fine.
Look, I know I said that I was on the same side as the spy master before, but I have been petrified by her. It's not like I'm trying to stop you from fighting her here, okay? I was just giving you friendly advice.
Gideon nods. All right, good enough for me.
Guys, just FYI, there's a dead body down there that I can see.
Down the
In
pit?
the pit? I can't see anything
Yeah.
down there. In the pit?
Yeah.
Justin, I don't think it's in the pit. I think it's in the
Is it not in the pit?
corner of this map.
Oh, is that where? Oh, that up there. Okay, I didn't see it. Sorry. No, not in the pit. Over in the little chamber off to the left there. Can I see what it is, Jason?
Oran rolled a 28 perception. Justin got a nat 1.
So you can't see very clearly what it is, but it like whether it's anything, but it's definitely a corpse. As you guys start moving over in that direction, by the way, you immediately notice, like as soon as you start moving in that direction, the ghost of this hobgoblin says, "Oi, where you guys going? I thought you were going to go take out the medusa."
Well, yeah, but we want to check out this body first.
Yeah, we saw a body.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
There's very clearly a body.
Look, I told you where Alachnida is. I've been here a long time. Could you please just take care of her?
All right, listen, you're acting a little weird. Why does it matter to you when we do things? If we check out a body first, why does it matter to you if we spend some time doing that before we go down the pit?
Kieran, as you say that, you can see the ghost kind of looks back at you and face kind of twists a little bit in frustration. And then after a moment, kind of relaxes and says, "Fine, I guess we'll do this the hard way."
Oh.
And immediately the ghost morphs into a different figure entirely.
Jessup, close your eyes! Close your eyes!
And I would like everybody to roll initiative for me.
You almost had me there for a moment,
stayed over
Jace.
here that we wouldn't be near the body, and now we're right next to her.
I thought it was so funny where he's like, no, really, it's fine. Just jump down. It's just an illusion. There's lots of treasure and loot down there. I was like, sure thing, bud. And I love how all of us, like, nobody was like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course we're just gonna do that. Everyone's like, no.
Jason, I want to expend, I had heightened awareness on. I am expending that, so my initiative would be 2 higher.
2 higher?
4. Two more than that, Kieran.
4. Oh, I don't have that programmed. I just have the +2 to knowledges, so I thought it was the same. +4, so it'll be +4 higher, so 27.
All right. So we've got a 27 for Kieran, a 23 for Jessup, a 16 for Gideon, and a 15 for Oran. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, let me zoom into the map a little bit, and I will show you. This is what you see, Kieran and Jessup.
We see nothing because we
No, I didn't see it. I don't look.
Closed our eyes.
Jessup jumps in the pit.
Certain death.
First up in the initiative round, we have Kieran.
Okay. Kieran is immediately going to shut his eyes.
All right.
Or avert my gaze, whatever you want to say.
So you can avert your eyes, which means you gain a 50% chance of having to make a save. Or you can close your eyes, which means you don't have to worry about making a save.
But your eyes are
everybody
closed.
gets, yeah. So you get a 20% miss chance if you're only averting, a 50% miss chance if you are closing your eyes.
Okay, I am closing my eyes.
Because of your blind stuff.
Yeah, they are closed. And my little dragon buddy is going to close his eyes too.
Okay.
So he doesn't get petrified. And I am going to immediately take off the haversack as I had planned.
Okay.
And
it
I'm
falls
gonna-
into the pit.
No, it's on the
'Cause
other
you
side.
closed your eyes and you forgot
you
which
don't
direction
know.
the
I
pit was in.
know what my right and my left are, and I would put it on the side that's away from the pit.
Hey, Jason, can you do me a favor? Close your eyes. Now raise your right hand.
I have no idea which one that
If
is.
you can remember.
So the haversack is right there in that square. So that'll be my move action, I guess. Standard action? Move action?
I would say move action.
Move action?
Because you're pulling it off and then just tossing it. So
Okay. And then I'm going to standard action. Well, I don't know. It's probably free action. I'm going to yell out to the others and say, Oran, Gideon, get back here. And then, oh, I wasn't ready for this right away. I don't like it. I'm going to.
get back here. Keep your eyes wide open.
Wide open.
No,
Yeah.
close them.
Eyes peeled, everyone.
Don't lose sight of the target.
Yep. And then I'm going to turn into a dragon
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
as my standard action.
Get it, Kieran. Let's go.
And I think that is my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have Jessup.
Jessup briefly looks at this medusa just to roll a knowledge lore or monster lore and closes his eyes immediately. Jessup also shrieks out, deceptions! And he will close his eyes, 5 foot step back toward the pit, obviously.
That was the most Jessup yell I've ever heard.
Deceptions.
Decepticons. It transferred. Yeah. And then it changes into the Medusa. So could I get a monster lore on that, lady?
I'm trying to think if I want to allow a monster lore if you're closing your eyes immediately, or if I want you to roll a save for looking at all.
We will just take guesses at what its defenses and offenses are.
It's just guess. I think you have to look at it.
Attempt a save at the beginning of your turn if in range. So I'd imagine if you look at all, you'd probably have to save, is what I think is the correct way of that.
Does Kieran and Jessup have to roll then? Because, I mean, really, we'd be looking at her as soon as she changes before we can...
He closed his eyes.
So what I'm saying is, like, at the very beginning of your turn, you can choose whether or not you close your eyes, avert your gaze, or neither. That's at the beginning of your turn. Kieran, at the beginning of his turn, decided to close his eyes, so we're good. But if your first action is to at least get a glimpse, I could count that as averting your gaze, but I'd still roll to see if you make a save. And I don't know if you want to do that or not.
No, Jessup does not. Jessup will immediately close eyes. Kieran shouts that out. He will 5-foot step back, and he will start a performance. So move action, he'll start Inspire Courage. And standard action, he shall cast a spell, Beacon of Luck.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yes, that's all I can do.
Yeah, so Beacon of Luck, you guys get to roll twice on a saving throw as long as you're within 30 feet of Jessup.
Yeah, as long as you guys are within 30 feet of me, you could just choose one of the saving throws. And you have to, I'm assuming you have to choose which saving throw you're going to roll twice on even before you roll. So you're basically rolling with advantage.
That is Jessup's turn. Next up, we have Elachnida. She is going to fly 30 feet over here.
Oh, that's not good.
And she is going to... that is not as much range as I wanted it to have. I mean, she can get 3 of you, so that's worth it, at least for now. She is going to do a Frightful Moan.
Oh, I love those.
So move action, fly over there. Standard action, 30-foot range. I need Gideon, Kieran, and Jessup to give me a will save.
I'm a dragon. I'm immune to fear.
+2 if it is a charm or compulsion effect, although I suspect it's not based on its name. Sounds like a fear effect. But, you know.
It is a mind-affecting fear effect. It doesn't mention being charm or compulsion.
Okay, I want to use my Beacon of Luck on this.
Well, hold on. Don't forget, because I think Inspire Courage is out, which we should all get bonuses for that, for fear.
Yes, Inspire should give you a morale bonus against fear, but
So that should be
you
4
probably
higher.
have spells that are also giving you morale bonuses, so make sure there's no conflict there.
Yeah, Good Hope gives you a morale bonus.
Yeah, so Good Hope gives you a +2 morale bonus.
So it would only be an additional 2.
It'd be an additional 2.
Yes, so that's a 25 for my roll.
All right, I still think I want to use my Beacon of Luck. Yeah, because I don't trust that. I want to roll it twice. And it does say that I have to do it as an immediate action before my saving throw is made. Okay. Yep, so these will both be 2 higher, so 26 and 30.
Yeah, to clarify, it is a sonic mind-affecting fear effect, so Jessup, you'll have a bonus for being a bard against sonic effects, I believe.
Yes, I think it's +4. I'm just trying to see if it's typed, or is it just untyped?
It's probably untyped, would be my guess. I think usually stuff like that is, but...
+4 bonus saving throw against... Okay, yeah, it just must be untyped, so mine will be 4. So mine will be 6 higher, so I will not use my advantage. I'll just roll once.
Okay. Nice.
Jessup is going to use...
Nice.
Immediate action. Poop sickles, saving finale. Gosh darn it. Go figure. I have a +20 and I rolled a nat 1.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So performance is going to linger for you yahoos. So you still get the bonuses, but then I'll re-roll.
Nice. Nice.
Wow, that...
Oh my gosh,
How?
a 1
I
and
rolled
then
a
2.
1 and then a 2. That is fantastic.
Nice.
Oh, today's going well.
All right. So we have a 25 from Gideon, a 28 from Kieran, and a 22 from Jessup. Kieran, you pass. Gideon, you got so close.
Oh, really?
You were 1 away. DC 26.
Really? Interesting.
So the three of you are panicked. I'm sorry, the two of you are panicked for 3 rounds. And that is Elachnida's turn, which brings us to Gideon. So Gideon, you are panicked, so you immediately drop anything that you were holding, and you would attempt to run away from the source of your fear, which I guess is honor.
Yeah. And then what do I have to be away from it before I can make a choice again? Because I have the Assuring Rose, which I can do to remove fear, but I don't know when I'll get the chance.
Before you can make a choice again. What choice?
So, like, I'm running away, and then if I get, like, away enough, like, when do I get to cast Remove Fear?
So basically, for the next 3 rounds, you will flee from Elachnida until you cannot see or hear her.
Which is going to be difficult given the space.
Yeah, because you're basically going to go into the corner and then cower for a couple rounds.
Right. And I won't, and I can still hear her. Well, if I'm looking this way.
I don't think that's exactly
what I can argue if I'm looking at the wall in panic state, you know, like just cowering.
I believe that is your turn.
Yeah. And I won't Litany of Duty because it's a fear effect, and we'll save that for different things, like compulsions.
That brings us to Oran. Oran, you were just out of range for the frightful moan, but you have heard similar moans before in this reliquary. There seems to be a staple of ghosts. What would you like to do?
So is this lasting? Like, is she still moaning?
No, that's a standard action ability.
Okay.
It just lasts for a couple rounds.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Sure.
Which one?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm like, could be religion because it sounds like it's an undead, but probably could be something different because it's a specific type of creature.
Basically, the way that this is going to work, you can make a knowledge check. You can make one knowledge check that is about medusa. You can make a separate knowledge check that is about ghosts.
Oran's going to do it about the ghost.
So that would be a knowledge religion.
24.
24. So I will go off of the base ghost CR because that would fail otherwise. So I would say for looking at just how ghosts work, you will get 1 piece of information on top of the generic ghost information. So you know that ghosts are undead creatures. They, like, the typical stat block for them has them as chaotic evil, medium undead, but technically speaking, ghosts retain, I believe this is the case, they retain the alignment of whatever they were in life, because I have seen neutral aligned ghosts before. So they tend to vary in alignment, but they are undead. Is there any particular bit of information you'd like to know about them specifically?
Are they weak to positive energy?
So, yes and no. You know that undead are universally harmed by positive energy, almost.
Okay.
Pretty much all of them are harmed by positive energy. However, you would know that ghosts in particular have channel resistance, which means they have a slight bonus to their will save specifically against channeled positive energy. It doesn't mean that they aren't harmed by it, they just they're slightly more resistant to it. But otherwise they would have like the standard undead traits, which would include being harmed by positive energy.
Okay, so Oran's gonna move and... Oh wait, no, he might stay where he's at. 25 plus 5 feet per 2 levels. I'm level what, 13?
13, yeah, so that should put you at like 50 feet maybe?
50 feet? Yeah, so
you should be able to... A
Oran
close range spell from where you're at, yeah.
is going to use Consecrate.
Consecrate. Oh my. Another one of those that we don't see too often.
But he always has it prepared.
Yeah, so a vial of holy water or silver dust, 20-foot radius emanation. Oh, so you can cast it from range, and then it's 20-foot radius from that point. Okay. So you could cast it on the square she is, and it would be a 20-foot radius from that square. or you could cast it anywhere between the two of you. So it would be a circle kind of like that, and you could place it like anywhere around her that you wanted. It's like you could place it like right there, and it would be that whole area. Is there anywhere in particular you want it to be?
Yeah, that would work. Like right there. That'd be fine. Maybe move it a little closer towards me, like maybe 5 foot up this way.
I don't want to move it too far. Is that too far?
Perfect. No, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
So it blesses an area with positive energy. The DC to resist channel positive energy increase. Oh, okay. I will note that.
Yes.
Every undead entering the consecrated area suffers minor disruption, or she's already in there. -1 on a bunch of stuff. Cannot be created in the area. That's not important. Consecrated area contains an altar, shrine, or other permanent fixture dedicated to your deity, pantheon, or aligned higher plane. The modifiers given are doubled. That's interesting.
There's not an altar in here, is there?
It's not an altar or shrine, but I'm considering it. I mean, this is a kind of like the heart of Torag type of thing going on here.
Oh.
And there is a lot of dwarven iconography going on, even if it's not.
So would you call this like a sacred place then, maybe?
Probably, yeah. I think I might do that.
Yeah, I mean, because it's if the consecrated area contains an altar, shrine, or other permanent fixture dedicated to your deity, pantheon, or aligned higher power.
Yeah.
So really, any
Yeah, I think
pantheon iconography in here.
I think I will allow that to qualify here.
Okay. Cool.
And okay, so basically it just doubles the other numbers. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. So she gets a -2 on stuff, and the DC to resist channeled energy is up by 6 while she's in that area. Okay. All right, and then you can move if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll move here.
Okay. Are you averting your eyes or closing your eyes or anything as you get closer there, or?
Yes, I will avert them.
Okay, so that will be a 50% chance that you have to roll a save. 1d100, I'll roll it. 1 to 50, you will have to give me a fortitude save. 51 to 100, you're good. 16. So I will need a fortitude save from you. 25. Were you doing anything with that, or is that your roll? Just checking.
That's my roll, I think. I mean, let me look at my amulet real quick. Yeah, so no, I mean, unless I fail the saving throw, instead of being turned to stone, I'm staggered for 1d6 rounds.
Okay, so you do fail.
Okay, so I'm staggered for 1d6
so
rounds.
Do you want to roll a d6, or you want me to roll a d6?
Sure, I'll roll it. Why not? 1d6. I am staggered for 1 round.
1 round. Best possible outcome.
Right? Lucky.
Okay. At the bottom of the round, you guys hear some rumbling coming from either side of this chamber as 2 creatures begin to morph directly out of the stone.
Oh, and Oran would have hollered out that he had consecrated the area and for them to try and move within that area.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so the blue creature here, which I will blow this up for you to see as well, is going to move out of the stone a little bit and is going to take 1 attack at Jessup, because that's the only one in his reach, I believe. Well, technically Kieran is, but Jessup's right in front of him, so this will be 1 attack against Jessup. That is a 35, dealing 25 points of damage. But you do have the stone skin, I believe all of you do, so you'll take 15 points of damage, and then 10 points of your stone skin go away.
So that was just one. That was just 1 attack.
Yeah, he had to move out of the stone, so he only got 1 attack. That'll be its turn. So at the top of round 2, we have Kieran.
Okay, so I think I made an assumption that was wrong, but I'll go with it. So
Okay.
Kieran, being a draconic sorcerer, his bite and claws count as magic when he hits 5th level.
Okay.
Apparently, form dragon natural attacks do not. I can't find that anywhere. So I had thought that they did, but I was confusing it with his draconic sorcerer stuff. So
Those don't stack?
well, he's not using his bite or claw from his bloodline.
I guess.
It's just the natural attacks from the spell, which you would think being a 6th level spell that it would, but apparently does not. So I was going to just kind of dismiss that, but now that these other guys showed up, I guess I can go after them. Can I look at them to make a knowledge check without having to avert my eyes?
See, facing is a weird thing in Pathfinder.
Yeah, like I know it doesn't exist, but I don't know.
I will say only because you have blind sense, so you know exactly where to... Well, no, actually you don't. Because blind sense doesn't work on the ghost, so you actually have no idea where the ghost is. So realistically, what I should have done is I should have blacked out the whole screen for only you, so you have no idea where the ghost is. So I would say you can avert your eyes, but I'd still like you to roll, because technically speaking, you don't know that the ghost is not anywhere near them, in a way. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm still rolling. What am I rolling?
I would say I would let you do a knowledge check on them, but I would count it as you averting your gaze from the thing. So there'd be a 50% chance that you have to make a save or not.
No, I'm not doing that.
Because technically speaking, your blind sense does not let you know where the ghost is. So for all you know, you could open your eyes in the direction of one of these creatures and the ghost could just be there. Like you don't know where the ghost is to say not to look at its direction. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm not gonna gamble on that, so I'll just fly up to attack it, I guess.
Okay, which one?
I will fly up to the red one.
That will provoke.
Yeah, because I don't have reach as a dragon. Oh, so dumb. I wish I
mean,
hadn't
you
done
can
that.
do acrobatics if you want. There's, I guess, no reason not to try.
Yeah, I mean, I can try, but I have a +5, so I think I need a natural 20.
Okay, you can't do it. Don't bother rolling.
So, oh my gosh.
Just don't
wish-
worry. Just stop.
I wish I hadn't wasted my turn doing something that is useless, but I'll just provoke and go up, I guess.
That will be a 42.
Yeah, roll a D7.
7. Okay, roll.
Assuming it doesn't have true seeing or echolocation or blind sight or...
You would technically be flying, right?
Yep.
Okay, so its tremor sense doesn't matter. Dark vision doesn't matter. So yeah, no, I don't think it has anything. 4, so there's one image gone.
I will roll an attack, a 38.
That'll do it.
Okay, so that is 21 points of bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, which is not considered magic.
Yeah, so as you hit this creature, you do claw off some of the stones that make it up. With your blind sense and now hitting it, you can tell like this is some sort of creature, some bulky creature made of stone. Not all of that went through, and you can tell by the way it felt. Like it's a hard surface. You know you scratched and tore at it, but it was not like flesh would be.
Okay.
And that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Jessup, you need to run from the source of your fear, which puts you pretty much... I'll roll a d2 because it's random. So a 1, you go into the corner here. A 2, you actually leave the room. A 1, so you're actually just going to go deposit yourself in the corner, or get as close to the corner as you can at least.
Alright, and I'm probably going to provoke a stupid amount, so...
That will provoke from the blue creature here.
Yes.
And that will hit with a 39, dealing not as much damage. That'll be 18 points damage, so you take 8 damage and another 10 off of your adamantine skin, stone skin. And that will be Jessup's turn. Brings us to Elachnida. Oh my gosh. She's not super fond of being in the area of Consecrate, but she kind of has to go through it to get to the people back there. She is going to fly. How far can she get? She cannot fly out of range of the Consecrate and still be within range of Oran, so she's just going to fly there to be almost out of range. Next turn, she'll be able to get out of the Consecrate. But she is going to fly right up into range, and then she is going to make a corrupting touch attack against Oran.
Oh boy.
So that will be she takes a -2.
I mean, it's my touch, so
That'll be a 35 against touch.
Oh yeah, I think it hits.
Good thing he can't be corrupted.
Luckily, you are not flanked, or you were not closing your eyes, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you are not flat-footed or anything, so her sneak attack does not go off. But you do take, let me just double check to make sure Corrupting Touch does not have a save. It might. A Fortitude save halves the damage. Okay, I was hoping that's what I was missing. So I will need a Fortitude save.
32.
There you go.
I am not given a DC, but I assume it is the same as all of the other DCs on her stat block, which means a 32 will pass. So you only take 26 points of damage as this incorporeal medusa passes her hand right through your chest. You can feel like your heart skip a beat. And you're a dwarf, so you live longer than most, but you almost feel a slight ache in some of your muscles. And that is her turn. Gideon, you will cower. This is your second turn of being panicked or cowering, which then brings us to Oran.
Who is no longer staggered.
Correct. You are no longer staggered. You now have the choice to avert your gaze, close your eyes, or just roll another save right away.
I will close my eyes.
Okay, so you do not have to worry about making a save.
I will 5-foot step here.
Okay. You sneaky little stinker.
And channel in a burst in a 30-foot radius.
I was going to say, is like, oh, she can 5-foot step out of consecrate and attack again next round, and then you 5-foot step to the one spot where she cannot hit you if she 5-foot steps. So yes, you can channel that. She gets a will save, but your DC is 6 higher,
Yes.
and she takes a -2. Yikes, that's not the greatest.
It's been a while since I've channeled against undead. What do I do?
It's just whatever your normal channel healing is, it's just the same thing, but it's damage.
Okay. 7d6. Ugh, 20.
Okay, yeah, so she gets a save. The DC for your channeled energy is 6 higher than normal, so I think that would put it at, so it's normally 10 plus half your level plus your charisma, I think. So this would be a very high DC. 10 half your level, so that would make it 16 plus your charisma, 18, 24.
Yep, that sounds right. 24.
So DC 24, I have included the -2 in this roll. Wow, she rolled
Good
really
Lord,
well.
19 on the die. Really? Okay.
So she takes half damage.
10 points of damage.
Still damage. That is Oran's turn. That brings us to the other 2 creatures here. One is going to move up to here. One is going to 5-foot step back. The one that moved is going to make a single attack against Kieran. That will hit. The other one is going to do a full attack. That will hit, but that will miss with a natural 1. And I assume even if it's within 5, if it's a natural 1, it doesn't matter with the images. So
Yeah, just bear in mind my AC is a 32 right now, so it's
yeah,
not.
so they could have missed on anything other than, they could have missed with a couple numbers there.
Yeah, like you're like, oh no, that definitely hits. It definitely hits. I mean, he's got more AC.
It was a 16 and 17 on the die and then a natural 1, so I was like, yeah, those 2 hit because they're in the 40s. But yeah, the natural 1, actually that would be literally just within 5, but it was a natural 1, so I don't think that it should count against the images. So I'm rolling a D what and a D what now?
D6 to start.
Okay, D6, 1D6. That's an image,
And
and
then
a D5, an image. So you are good. They do nothing. Bringing us to the top of round 3, and it is your turn. You are now between them, but you are close to 1, at least.
Yeah, this is a bad spot. This is really a bad spot. So is Jessup not inspiring anymore?
Well, I still think so.
I think it's
but
lingering for one more.
I believe it lingers for this round. because round 1 he started it, and then got
It would stop on her
Kicked out of
turn
it.
because that's when I stopped it when I tried to re-roll my atrocious roll. for
right.
a
So
slightly less.
you still have it, but it'll go back to him next, and then it will stop lingering.
Okay, I see. All right. I will, for now, just 5 foot fly up and... Actually, I'm going to 5 foot fly here. And I'm going to full attack him. So this is...
In my head, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if you went unconscious and fell into the pit?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Oh.
So fun. Yeah. Good times.
Sighs and reminiscing of futures that could be. Like, what is that, Jace?
No,
I
I
mean,
just thought it'd be funny.
All right, so my full attack is a bite, 2 claws, and 2 wings. And we've determined that the bite and claws are primary and the wings are secondary, right? I think that's how it goes.
Yes, bite and claws are primary, yeah.
Okay, so the bite attack is going to be a natural 1. The claw attack is going to be a 30.
30 will hit.
The second claw attack is a 34.
34 will also hit.
First wing is a natural 1. Second wing
miss.
is a natural 3.
A
2
20
claws.
will miss.
It'd be really nice if I had rend, but I don't. So
Yeah.
20 points of damage on the first claw attack and minimum. So maximum damage and the minimum damage, 15 on the second.
It'd be really nice if I could play, but
I'm going to have to get out of this form. This is going to be useless to me.
Why?
Because I don't have as much damage. My attack bonus isn't as high. I don't get the extra electricity I get from my bloodline natural attacks. So,
Your natural attacks do electricity?
for my bloodline bite and claws. Yep. I usually tell you when that's the case.
Oh.
When I'm rolling it.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, these ones, they get just a d6 of electricity on my bite and claws. But most of the time they don't hit, so it's a non-issue.
All right.
Yep, I think that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Jessup. This is his second round, running into the corner and cowering. So after that, we go to Elachnida again.
Hold on. Don't skip
Oh,
me. I can still
okay.
move 10 more feet into the corner.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
always try to take away our agency.
Yeah, you know it. That brings us to Elachnida. Wanted to immediately get out of the stuff, but
Stay a bit.
she's pretty. She rolled really well last turn, so she's like, this isn't actually all that bad. So she'll 5 foot step up, and yeah, I guess she will just corrupting touch again. Let me see if there's anything else cool she can do. I mean, there's a ton of stuff she can do, but yeah, she's just gonna corrupting touch.
Didn't mean to hit that.
I don't know why you thought you could hold monster out of turn
Out of turn. No, I didn't mean to hit it.
against a creature that's immune
Also,
to
it's a
mind.
living creature. Yeah, I was trying to close the spell.
There's so many reasons why that doesn't make sense. So I will need another fortitude save. 26 is the DC, so you will take half damage. You will only take 23 damage.
Ow.
That's a lot of ones, though. I think that was pretty lucky.
Also, Gideon, did you do Shield Other today or no? Did you hold off on that one today?
I did it.
You did?
Yeah. Should I have been taking damage?
Yeah.
Well, Oran's been taking damage, so...
Oh. Yeah.
So how much damage has Oran taken? He has taken 49 damage, is that correct?
I was 131 down to
Yes, you took-
105, so
Yeah,
I
so
took
you took 26,
26, so I should have
and
taken
then you
13.
took 23.
So this might be actually what Shield Other is meant to do. One person isn't taking damage and is just splitting it with the person who is taking damage.
So basically, I was supposed to take 26 total, right?
Yes. Well, no. So 13 from the first attack, and then
And
you would have
12.
taken 12. So you would have taken 25. Gideon should have taken 24.
Okay.
So Gideon,
Okay.
you have taken 24 points of damage, and Oran, you are a lot better than you were before.
I'm a lot better than I was before.
You're welcome. And my DR doesn't go to that because that's not how DR works.
Correct. Yeah, that bypasses DR. That brings us. So that is Elecnida's turn. That brings us to Gideon. This is your third and final round of cowering. So henceforth, you will be able to act, just not yet.
Thanks. It's been really fun.
Yep, I know it. I do my best to make sure that you in particular enjoy yourself as much as possible.
While cowering, could I have healed myself, or is that not part of running away?
I believe the wording was that you do like nothing.
All right, that's
other
what
than
we're chilling.
cowering and running.
We're chilling. We're chilling. I just wanted some health, but if you didn't want to give it to me, it's fine.
No. That brings us to Oran. So Oran, you know that the creature is still in the consecrate, going after you.
5 foot step.
You could go here instead, though.
Where?
Right
I could. I'm not going to, but I suppose
step
I
there.
suppose I
And then I
could.
could 5 foot step here.
No. We're gonna do a little dance inside this red ring, you and I. And then he's gonna try and channel again because hang on.
He's like, I cast Destroy Undead.
Ooh.
Instantly kills all undead. No save.
Did we roll a knowledge check at all?
Oran rolled a knowledge check against ghosts.
And we don't know what alignment she would be.
Oh, you don't know her alignment? No.
I could try and use heal.
You could.
It'd be amazing if I hit and horrible if I miss. If they get a
That's
will
a
save,
right?
it negates. It's a will negate.
Oh, it negates?
No.
Yeah.
I looked this up. If it's against undead, it's considered a harm spell, and that has a
Oh,
will
it
for
does.
half.
Instead,
Yes.
act like harm. So it still
If
could
used
be
against
half.
undead, heal instead acts like harm. The harm spell is a touch spell, will half. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought the same thing. I was like, that's a big spell to just negate with
Yeah,
a will
right.
save.
So a couple things. If you hit and she succeeds, she takes half damage. If you miss, it is a touch spell, so you don't immediately lose it. You can continue using touch attacks until you expend the spell because it is a touch spell. So it's not necessarily
I
a
can't
miss
5
and
foot
lose.
step, cast it, then touch. I'd have to basically do a cast defense.
Correct. You'd have to cast defensively, make the attack, and then you could 5 foot step.
Couldn't he 5 foot step, cast, heal, ready in action for when she 5 foot steps to touch her?
You could do that, assuming that she is unable to identify the spell and chooses to get close.
Right, and chooses to move up close.
Like you don't know if she has spellcraft, so it's possible that she would not know what spell you're casting. It's just if you'd want to try that or not.
No, I think I'll cast defensively. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I just noticed something kind of hilarious about her stat block. I'm looking at her skills, and it's got like bluff plus whatever, disguise, fly, intimidate, perception, and then it has racial modifiers plus 12. And I'm like, I don't know what that skill is, but
I want it. I would like that skill, please.
GM, can I roll a racial modifiers check?
Yeah.
I've got a plus 12 to it.
So what is the
So this would be a, I assume, melee touch attack,
yes.
because they normally are. So it would be 1d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your strength.
Do I have to concentrate first?
Oh, if you're casting defensively, yes.
Yes.
That would be, cast defensively is 15 plus double the spell level. So heal is what, a 6th level spell?
6th level spell.
So it'd be DC 27.
Still got to be pretty high. And you don't get any modifiers for casting defensively, right?
What feat? Did you take that one feat?
I did, so I get +2. I get a +2 for warrior priest.
Warrior priest. Yeah, so you get a
Yeah.
+2. So
Okay.
it would be, and I believe concentration checks is your level plus your casting stat.
Yep. So it's a 19 is my
19. So 27 out of 19. So you'd have to roll what, 8 or higher?
8 or higher.
That's
All right.
the chances for it.
Let's see what happens. Nice.
Ooh, close.
Nice. Barely got it. Squeaked
You
it in
got
there.
but it is.
Got it,
Yes,
but squeaked it in there.
yeah. Just
Okay,
barely.
now to roll to see if I actually hit her.
Yes. So that would be a base attack bonus plus your strength, whatever that is. It's pretty much your melee. So strength is 4. Base attack bonus is... Okay, so you have a plus 15 against touch, basically.
23.
23 is precisely her touch AC.
Holy
Wonderful.
cow. Wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a will save.
Let's fail. This is a lot of rolls.
Sorry.
No, I'm not mad.
That's right. The turns are still pretty short because Gideon and Jessup ain't doing nothing.
Well, this is like the critical that killed Kieran was there were like 4 rolls that Jason had to pass, and he passed all of them, and that's how I died.
That's how these things go.
So she will be using combat expertise from now on because I forgot she had that, and there is no reason why she should not be using that.
Fair enough.
Okay, so she gets a will save. She is still taking the -2 penalty from being inside the ring, so that is only a d20 plus. It is a will save, right? It's not a fortitude.
Correct. It is a will save.
Okay, so d20 plus 13. I assume a natural 2 will fail with a 15 on her save.
Oh boy!
Oh my goodness.
Holy crap.
Oh, man.
That will be 130 points of damage.
Holy
Let's
my
go. Let's
goodness.
go.
Okay, let me read a thing real quick to make sure that I've been doing this correctly. So, ghosts are incorporeal. They are immune to non-magical attacks. Magical attacks from corporeal sources deal only half damage. Corporeal magic effects that do not deal damage have a 50% chance of working. So, if I'm understanding correctly, she takes half damage regardless because it's a corporeal source, and it is not a force effect.
Correct.
Does it matter if it's positive energy though? Because like, don't channels fully affect it?
I mean, go ahead and double check me on that, but there is nothing. So it's on top of undead.
It's incorporeal traits. Do you mind if I look them up real quick?
Yeah, you can look up incorporeal and undead traits. That's not. I don't care about that. Undead traits mean that you take damage from positive energy. Incorporeal means you take half damage from anything that is not a force effect or also incorporeal. So I believe, even though this is positive energy, she still takes half damage, which is a ton of damage still. But I believe that to be the case. So that's what I will do for now. If we find that is not the case, I can always add that damage later.
No, I believe that is true. The only thing is I was curious was the positive energy part. If they take that damage in full, like force damage.
Yeah, so apparently incorporeal says even when hit by spells or magic weapons, it only takes half damage from a corporeal source except for channel energy. But like, channel energy is just positive energy, so I don't know, it doesn't say.
Well, because channel energy is a specific ability.
Apparently, it used to say except for positive energy in 3.5, and they changed it to except for channel energy in Pathfinder, which to me doesn't make a lick of sense, but I guess that's how it is. I don't know. I don't agree, but...
What I'm reading on forums here is that my understanding is correct. However, this guy suspects that incorporeal is taking full damage from any positive energy source is a common house rule. If this isn't for Pathfinder Society, he says he'd talk to the GM. So it seems like by the rules, they would take half damage, but a lot of groups might change how that works, which I would consider, but not in the middle of combat. So we can talk about how we as a group want to do that moving forward. But I think for now, I'm going to go with the rules as written for it, which is still a ton of damage. Like with that, she's still taken 70 damage basically.
Yep.
But
half of 130. Yep.
You heal her, and you can feel as you basically put your hand like imbued with intense positive energy right into her incorporeal form. It begins to like sizzle and like not like burn or anything because she's not physically there, but you can see her entire form begins to flicker somewhat until you withdraw your hand, and she then snarls at you. A very, very strong hit. And then you can 5-foot step.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely gonna 5-foot step.
That'll bring us to the guys over here. This one is going to 5-foot step to be within range. This one is going to 5-foot step to be out of range, well, in range, but a little bit further back. And they are both going to full attack you, Kieran. So you do have a higher AC now, so does that still hit?
I don't know.
Does that still hit? So you are not on the ground, so they do not get Earth Mastery.
Nope.
So that is only a 30, which does get rid of an image, but misses.
Yes.
Next attack from Blue is a natural 19, which will hit and potentially crit, which is interesting. Do they have improved critical? They do have improved critical. Okay, that explains it. And they probably should have been power attacking, but I forgot. Natural 16 will confirm. So let me roll images here. We're down to a D3.
Yeah, D3.
2, another image. You got lucky. Red is going to do his first attack. That's will hit with a 40 even. So let me roll a D2 on that. 1D2. So that one will hit you.
Okay.
And then the other slam is a natural 2, which will miss, but that gets it a 28, which is within 5.
Yes.
That will be the last image, but you do only get hit one time, taking 19 points of damage. So
9.
In terms of tankiness, you're doing quite well now, actually. It's
well,
right?
Let's just say I was expecting these guys to be dealing out immense amounts of damage. So far, they've been held at bay. We'll see how long that lasts. Kieran, it is your turn. Top of round 4.
okay. I am going to... Because we don't have Inspire Courage anymore.
Correct.
All right. I'm not confident
Working
in my
on it.
ability.
Jeez.
Well, no, I'm just not confident in my ability to hit because I don't have great bonuses. So...
I mean, you've been hitting a couple times. The only reason you missed some of them was natural 1.
Yeah, but I also had a +4 from Inspire Courage.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast defensively another mirror image spell. So I will get a +4 on top of this.
AC 21?
Yeah, so I start with a, well, I'm not even going to say because where did I get? 31.
You got
Okay,
31.
so I get the mirror image off. So that'll be another, I think I'm still +3. 5 images. Okay. And then I'm going to fly to be right here. I know I will provoke. I'm going to fly to be right there.
Interesting. Yeah, that will
Actually-
provoke from both.
I will fly right here.
Okay. Yeah, that will provoke from both of them. The first one rolled a natural 17, which will potentially hit. The other one rolled a 39, which will hit.
First one's a D6,
Okay, so 1d6 hits you.
so that's going to hit me.
Second one is an image.
Okay.
So from the one that hits you, he has not had a chance to power attack or anything, so you will take... That's a little bit better damage. 28 points of damage. So
So 18.
18.
And that's my
And
turn.
you get over there. Okay. That brings us to Jessup. This is your last round of cowering because you ran over there once, ran over there second time, so this is your final bit. So after here, you will be good to go. That brings us to Elachnida
When do I get to act?
next.
Never.
But unfortunately, she moves up to you and frightful moans again. No, just kidding.
Great.
I mean, there's literally nothing stopping me from being the literally most annoying person in the world right now. But,
You just be cheesy, bro. I don't even care.
but I mean, there is a delicate balance between playing the most optimal way and playing in a way that people actually find fun. So I will instead continue killing Oran.
Fair.
Fair.
That will be another fortitude save from you. Or actually, I wanted to circle back to this. Oran, since you chose not to channel, you actually would have had to open your eyes to see her. Is that not correct?
Correct.
So you would have had to make another save last turn.
Yes. Fortitude save, correct?
Yes. Okay, you're good. Just wanted to check, because if you had failed that save, she could have done a thing that would have been potentially terrible. Okay, so she will do her corrupting touch again.
No.
And you will make a... this is a fortitude save against this now, to see if
Well,
you
good,
can
please.
half that damage.
That'd be great.
I'll try. Is it a spell or spell-like ability?
It is a supernatural ability, I believe.
Dang it! Why are they always supernatural? Every time.
Just rolling that 20.
33.
All of it.
I mean, you're doing real good on your fortitude save, so you will take 31... wait, no, it's half. So you will take 16 damage. Gideon will take 15.
Yep.
I'll be honest, when I was looking at the 15d6 before the fight, I was like, that's a lot.
It's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage that she can do every turn as a standard action.
Luckily, it's Oran. He has high fortitude. This is
Yeah.
going swimmingly. It's going
Yeah,
swimmingly.
if this were if that were not the case.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So after her turn, that brings us to Gideon, who gets to act.
Hey! Whoa! Hey! Wow! I get to do something.
I assume you were carrying your mace when you entered this room?
No, I was actually carrying the 9-ring broadsword because I had cast shield before I got in here, if you remember.
Okay, and you were two-handing the 9-ring broadsword?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how I think he has to two-hand it
Yeah.
because it's a large weapon.
Yep.
Okay, I guess in my head I thought you were just two-handing the mace.
Nope. I had the broadsword.
Okay, so you dropped the broadsword over here.
Which I don't care about, I guess, because I'll just take out my Enduring Gloom. But
And
before
you didn't
all
have
that,
your shield equipped, so you didn't drop that. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, because he cast shield before
Fine.
I'm vibing.
You win this
Oh.
round.
Yeah, thank you.
You lost the last 3 rounds, but
Yeah, I did lose the last 3 rounds. The smoke goggles were at the top of my head. What kind of action to just slip them down? Move, maybe?
are they not always on?
I mean,
Do you have to slip them down?
I don't know. I don't have anything there. But if that's free, then I would like to...
I would say if you weren't wearing them before, because like they impose a perception check. So if you were not calculating a perception check penalty before, then I would say maybe a move action to put them on now.
I never took a perception check, so I'll just say he had them on.
Okay.
Move, pull out his mace in the process of doing so. Let's do... I think there's an invocation that helps with evil creatures, and by evil I mean ghostly things. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's one that boosts your saves. There's one that boosts attack rolls, damage rolls. There's one that lets you bypass DR. I don't think there's anything that does anything else.
Let's do the boosting of the saves.
Okay. And at the start of your turn, did you say you were closing your eyes, averting your gaze, nothing?
I always count as averting my glaze with the goggles on.
Okay, so you gain a +8 circumstance bonus on saving throws against visual-based attacks, like gazes, I assume. Gaze attacks. And you are always treated as having... Okay, let me read this. You're always treated as averting your gaze, so that you will have to make a 50% chance, or I'll have to roll 50%, but you get a +8 bonus, and you are always have a 20% miss chance against enemies. Okay.
Yes.
So I will roll the 1d100, so again, 1 to 50, you have to make the save. 89, so you don't have to make the save this turn, so you're good. Continue what you're doing.
Well, I'll do the invocation.
Yep.
And then I'll go ahead and swift action. I don't use this too often. I'm going to use my quick runner's shirt to just get in position for a flank and kind of stop the ghosts from maybe going out of concentrate area.
Okay, so you move actioned, then you move actioned for the invocation, and then you swift actioned to move. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and that is your turn.
Yes.
And you could have pulled out something while you were moving, so you're good to go. Okay. That brings us to Oran.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, geez. I really want to channel.
Okay.
Maybe.
You can if you want to.
The Cure Light Wounds, those affect undead, right? Like, they work as damage against undead? Is that
they
right?
would work the same as the heal spell would. You'd make a melee touch attack, and then you would roll your healing, and it would just act as damage. Because it's still positive energy, so it's the same as all the other positive energy effects.
But it could potentially be a quarter damage because if she passes,
Right.
she takes half and then she only takes half.
Yeah, it would be a quarter of what you rolled. If she fails, it would be half of what you rolled.
Half.
Whereas channel energy, if she passes, it's half. If she fails, it's full. Because incorporeals take full damage from channeled positive energy.
And just keep in mind that channeling does not provoke, so you can do that in melee.
Yes, channeling does not
Oh.
provoke.
I don't think I knew
Additionally
that.
speaking, if you are channeling to damage undead, then you don't have to worry about getting in range of the other enemies because you're not healing with it. So,
Then a channel is what she shall do.
okay. So she will get another will save, 1d20, not 1d210. And she rolled another natural 2
Fail.
for a
my
15. So that's probably going to
I'll
fail.
fail. I'll fail.
Yeah, that is a fail.
So she will take full damage from this then. So 25 damage. Okay.
Still up.
Still up. She's taken quite a bit of damage. She's still going.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
That'll bring us to the elementals' turns. So red is just going to full attack Kieran because he's right there. Blue, ugh. I'm going to roll a d2. A 1, he's going to try to flank Oran. A 2, he's going to actually go down and go after Jessup.
Come on.
2.
Well, that's not what I had wanted to
Right?
happen.
So he has to charge to get there, but he'll get 1 attack. So 2 attacks against Kieran. We'll do red first. Yes, that's a 34 to hit, and then I think that misses, but it's still gonna. Oh wait, no, that still hits. Yeah, it's a 37. Yeah, so both potentially hit. So we're at a d5 now. Roll 1d5. First one misses. Second one misses. So 2 of your images go, and that is red's turn. Blue will take 1 attack against the cowering bard.
Wow. Just had to drive that knife in, huh?
Yeah.
Not the best roll, but that is still a 33. That is a 27 points of damage, so 17 damage and then another 10 off of your stone skin. That is their turns. Top of round 5 brings us back to Kieran. You have successfully gotten rid of one of the creatures coming after you.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted, though. So here's a tricky thing that I want to do. So with my blind sense, I felt this guy go this other direction.
Yes.
Like he moved away from where I'm at.
Yeah, you have enough range. You know he moved away from you. Yes.
Okay.
He's no longer within sensing range of you.
So if I were to avert my gaze, would I be able to see anything down here? Like, I don't know how that works because she's like effectively behind me. So
Yeah, I mean, you can avert your gaze if you want.
Yeah, but if I were to just open my eyes, are you still going to make me roll a save if I'm focusing on these guys, this direction?
I get what you're saying. So you're not looking her direction.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier. Which
I understand
think
that,
positioning's
but
stupid.
It's like I literally, like, my peripheral is not going to go back behind me. Like, I'm looking up. I don't know. It seems really dumb to me that I would potentially get stoned when I'm not even looking at her.
I understand that, but I think the idea is that all of this is a chaotic battle going on. So you would be like getting hit by this creature and you'd be dodging back and forth. So it's not like you're looking in one direction 100% of the time at all times. Like you're getting spun around and whatnot sometimes. So I think you have to think about it as more of a fluid motion going on. It's not like you're a statue just standing there waiting for your turn to happen. You open your eyes, you're looking one direction, and then you do your turn. It's like
That's how I
all of this is
envision
happening
it.
at once.
Nope. I envision it that everybody stands stock still until it's their turn.
I envision it that you get focused on a target and you're not like wildly looking around at necessarily.
No, you're not. But like,
everything that's
imagine
happening.
that you open your eyes, you're looking at this creature, the creature hits you, maybe you get knocked to the side and you're looking another direction now because you just got knocked back. You're not always looking in one direction, even if you are focused on one creature. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, but I disagree with how the rules require this to play out. So I just want to make my position known that I disagree with how that works.
There's literally no mechanical way of doing it without making everything the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's just I want to get over where Jessup is, but I think that I'm limited in knowing what is even happening over there.
Yeah.
Because I want to Dimension Door to get in between him and the elemental, but I have a feeling that you're going to say I don't know that that's happening, so I can't do that.
I mean, Dimension Door, you don't have to see where you're going.
You also have blind sense, don't you?
Yeah, but I only have it up to 60 feet. I don't have it within
You have to
range of
60
where
feet? I
Jessup.
thought it was 30 feet.
As a dragon, I have 60 feet.
Holy crap.
Or no, sorry. Never mind. That's dark vision. I'm getting confused with dark vision.
I was going to say, that's a lot of blind sense. But no, like, you don't have to see where you're going with Dimension Door. You just have to be like, I want to be over there.
You have other senses. I'm pretty sure you could tell the big hulking elemental went stomping this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have also heard it moving in that direction, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just the
Like,
normal perception.
I wasn't sure if, I guess if I don't have to see it, I can just think like I want to get in between it and Jessup and I just know to get there.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can have you roll a perception check to see if you can determine how far, due to normal hearing, it moved.
I don't.
And then you could, figure out.
I don't
you
like
can figure out roughly. I mean, it's not going to be a hard check. They have a, what is their stealth?
Well, I rolled a
Holy
7.
crap!
Yeah,
Their stealth is way no, not nothing about yours. Just their stealth is significantly better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but is he stealthing in combat right now?
No, he's not.
So help me. If you tell me he's stealthing, I'm gonna shut down this computer and.
No, he's not stealthing. So it's like the DC is incredibly easy to hear the sounds of combat and a huge creature moving about.
Okay.
So like you know roughly where it is just from hearing.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I am going to cast defensively a dimension door, which is going to be, 15 plus double the spell level, so
Yeah,
23.
DC 23.
All right,
Yep.
so plus
Yep.
4 to this is 22. So I lose the spell, and I don't get to do it. Nice.
Yes.
Cool. Great. That's my turn. I'll 5-foot step back.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
That brings us to Jessup, who can now act. And you are confronted by a huge creature.
Well, so Jessup knows he's no longer being panicked. Still with his eyes closed,
Yes.
he will start
And
up
something hit you
Inspired
very hard.
Courage, and
Well, I would argue that he doesn't have to worry about the eyes closed thing. You're around a corner. You couldn't see even.
No, that doesn't count, Justin, because he's in the same room as the Medusa, so
He's around a corner.
it doesn't matter.
It is physically impossible for him to see that one.
Line of sight would still work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
line of
it's-
sight's still a thing.
No. I'm gonna shut up.
She's so over it.
You can't see around corners.
Yeah, it's not ever possible to get the angle to see.
Also, Sarah, did you need to be rolling concealment on all of your previous attacks or no?
Probably.
Okay, we'll do that from now on. So what are you doing, Jessup?
as I was saying, Jessup will start up his Inspired Courage. He doesn't really know where he is or what's going on because his eyes have been closed since the very start, but miraculously somehow made it over here blind. And he will shout out to the group, I think the Medusa's hit me really hard with like rock fists. And I guess he will 5-foot step kind of this way, trying to feel the wall, I guess.
Yeah, so when you were panicking, your eyes were probably opened, but
Oh, okay. So he knows he's over here.
you can close them again as soon as you come to.
But he never saw the rock things because he was panicked beforehand. So
Okay. So 5-foot step, swift action to perform. Anything else?
oh, that's right. I didn't standard action today. Let's total defense.
Okay.
This can bring my AC to a whopping 27. Hit that, Jason.
Ooh, a natural one would have missed before, but it'll still miss now. All right, that brings us to Elachnida, who is going to roll an acrobatics check.
Ghosts? I'm sorry. Ghosts cannot acrobatics. They're ghosts.
Well, so she's doing it to move without provoking is the thing.
I don't want that to happen.
So she's just trying to dodge your attacks of opportunity.
I'm still just curious as how she is a ghost of a Medusa who can still turn us to stone. That's where I'm baffled.
Yep.
It's the double whammy, you know?
That is, I don't know what your CMDs are, but that is a 34 CMD, or 34 against your CMDs.
There you go. Yeah, it beats me.
It was what, a 34? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 26.
Yeah, it's the same as mine. I remember from last time.
So she sinks into the ground.
Oh, come off it, man. I don't have time for this. Stupid incorporeal attack from behind wall shenanigans.
All right, and that will be her turn. Gideon, you're up.
Okay. So she's gone, right? Like there's like
Yeah, she has gone into the floor and is nowhere to be seen.
interest, like nowhere to be seen. No way you could see her if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like just out of sight, out of mind kind of situation.
100%.
Let's go ahead and start with the old Divine touch. See what I don't get.
7.
No, I'm
7.
gonna get more than 7.
Oh, it could be less than 7.
Come on. Why do you gotta curse me, bro? Then, oh my gosh. Like, there's nothing healthy for me to do. What am I supposed to do, man?
I mean, you are in Mortal Kombat, so that makes sense.
You and your jokes, you're just full of them, aren't you? I'll move there.
Okay.
And then, I might as well heal up some, because, like, why not? What else am I gonna do on an in-between turn? I don't want to use a full cure serious, so let's go with a cure moderate wounds. We'll cast on myself, unless maybe there's something more helpful. Instead of moving, let me pull out a holy weapon palm and then use it. And 5-foot step there.
Okay.
So basically, I'll have Ghost Touch on my next attack against her.
Okay. That brings us to Oran.
Oran's gonna move here and channel energy where I'm standing to healing.
Okay.
28 hit points for some people, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. That brings us to the other creatures here. They are going to actually, I guess, 5-foot step here. Why not? And full attack Kieran. So the first attack is a 34. Actually, they will power attack this turn, which gives them, actually that might bring them to a, they've been thinking that you're easy to hit, but that does bring them to a 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. So it's actually only a 29, which will miss, but it's within 5. Actually, that gives them a very high chance to miss. Maybe I won't do this next turn. 31, which I think also misses, but it does get rid of the last damage. The blue one has not hit Jessup a whole ton, so he does not know that Jessup is pretty easy to hit at the moment. So he's not going to power attack yet, but he might next turn. We'll see how this goes.
Just do it. Go on, just finish me off.
That's a natural 17, which will hit, and a natural 12, which, yeah, that's still going to hit, because that's a 38, so that would be 23 damage, so it's actually 13 damage, and then another 10 off Stone Skin. And then the second attack, so another 21 damage, so again, 11 damage, and then another 10 off of Stone Skin. And that is their turn. Yeah, he'll probably power attack next turn. Top of round 6, we have Kieran.
Okay. Kieran is going to move out of range, will provoke. Stinks, but it is what it is.
He's locked into power attack, so 36 though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have images?
Nope.
Okay. So that'll be 34 points of damage. So 24 points of damage and then 10 to your Stone Skin.
So I did that. And then I'm going to use a quickened magic missile at red.
Okay.
So that is 14 force damage. Not a great roll. And then I'm going to cast Dimension Door to get where Jessup is. So now I am next to my buddy Jessup.
That brings us to Jessup.
Alright, he's gonna maintain performance. He's gonna attempt to cast a level 3 spell defensively. So roll my caster level check. Or I guess forget, is it that or concentration check for defensive?
Casting defensively is a concentration check.
So it's double the spell level, so exactly 21.
Yes, for a 3rd level spell.
Wow. Man, my rolls are sucking. Nat 4. That's higher than my other ones. Good old displacement on myself.
Okay.
Did you guys say that she was gone or not, or?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Well, so Jessup thinks she's still out, so I guess you keep his eyes shut and hope for the best.
Okay.
All right.
That'll bring us to Elachnida. Gideon, give me a perception check.
You got it, boss. Go ahead and throw in that penalty in there
What penalty?
for the goggles.
Oh, the -4 penalty? Okay.
Actually, wouldn't you lose the +5 competence bonus as well from your Eyes of the Eagle if you have the goggles on?
No, those are an Iron Stone, if I remember correctly.
Regardless of any of that, you do still fail against her stealth check.
Great.
So she will pop up behind you out of the ground and do a corrupting touch against you with sneak attack.
Love it.
So I need a fortitude save. Well, I guess that there is an attack roll. That is a 26 against your touch AC, and then I need a fortitude save.
Wait, you don't think he has a 26 touch?
Nah, I
do, actually. I do,
Nope.
yeah.
No, you don't.
30.
So you do only take half damage.
Yahoo!
So you take 29 points of damage.
So 19 and 10.
Why are you splitting it?
Because of the DR that I have? Or does
This
this bypass
bypasses
that?
DR. This is a corrupting touch. It is. It
So
just goes by it. It says
Really?
no.
Really?
Says no to
Really? What a stupid idea. Who would say no to DR?
Yeah, you take 29 points of damage, and it's your turn. And she's right there.
So I think you need to roll.
Yep, roll 1d100. If it's 1 to 50, you have to make a check. It is an 18, so you have to give me a fortitude save. You get a +8 to this, assuming that I understand this correctly. You are always trained at averting your gaze when dealing with gaze attacks, and you gain a +8 circumstance bonus on saving throws against visual-based attacks. So it's fortitude +8.
Gives you a +24, but that nat 1 is terrifying. Why not now? Let's go ahead and expend my Beacon of Luck. Do I have to be near him to expend that?
Because you're not next to... Yeah, you have to be within his aura.
Well, that's a load of bollocks. Don't I have to be... Is it like burst? Like I have to be in it like haste when it starts? Or is it like all the
No,
time?
you just need to be within my 30-foot range radius.
I got you.
And I don't think you were ever within his 30-foot radius, even if it
Yes.
did work with the burst.
That means I will never benefit from it.
No, you will as long as you're within me.
So that's 8 higher, so it's a 32.
32? Okay. So you are not turned to stone yet.
Okay, cool. Love it. I love not being stone. That's my favorite. We are going to swift action, divine might,
Okay.
and then let's go ahead. I think that's everything. Let's just full attack. So that first one has the first 1-2 hit has ghost touch.
Okay, so both of those will hit. So the first one has ghost touch. So that's 21 damage, and then it would be 9 damage.
Yes.
Okay. That is noted. Okay. And that's your turn?
I feel noted. We're gonna 5-foot step this way
Okay.
and tell her to come in with me.
Okay.
The water's nice.
Consecration's nice. Step on
Yeah,
in.
it's a real good consecration.
That brings us to Oran.
Oran's going to run, I don't know, next to Gideon, I guess.
Okay. Are you averting your gaze, closing your eyes, anything?
I will avert my gaze.
Okay, so I will roll my d100. 1 to 50, you have to make a save. 27, so you will have to make a save.
21 nets.
21 will fail, which means you are staggered.
I am staggered. 1d6. Oh my god.
my
6
rounds.
Yikes. Okay. I got the best on the first time and the worst on the second time.
That's a lot of stagger, bro.
That's a lot of stagger.
Called the law of averages there.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm going to channel anyway. 21, depending on whether you pass or
Yes,
fail.
will save. 1d20 plus 13. 25. And yeah, because it's not a boosted, and actually she's not taking penalty, so that should be 27. So 10 damage.
That is correct.
All right. And you are staggered from here on out, so keep that in mind. Brings us to the 2 elementals. Red is going to move up. Actually, I'll say he can't charge. It's too wonky for me to say he can charge, so he's gonna just double move up to be there. And blue is going to attack. He can hit either of you, so I'm going to roll 1d2 on each of his attacks. A 1, he'll go after Kieran. A 2, he'll go after Jessup. A 1 and a 1, so he's gonna hit Kieran both times. This guy was hitting you before and was doing well, so he's gonna try power attack. The last time it didn't work super well, but he's gonna try it because this is a different guy. So first attack is a 30 even, which I think misses because of power attack.
Yes.
And the second attack is a 29, which also misses. Well, technically it would be 31 and no, you're not on the ground, so yeah, 30 and 29, so yeah, they both miss.
Nice, way to go.
We won't do that again. And it is Kieran's turn, top of round 7.
Okay, Kieran is going to cast a level 3 spell defensively, so
Okay.
DC 21.
Yep.
So plus
21.
25.
Oh, 25. Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
so a little anticlimactic, but whatever. So I'm going to cast a lightning bolt right at his chest. So he does the reflex save.
Yes, he does. Yes.
What's the range, like the distance?
He gets a reflex.
120 feet.
So can you get red too?
I'm closing my eyes, so.
Did he make it? No. It'll be a 10.
Okay, so 44 points of electricity damage. And then I'm going to cast another, actually no, I'm not going to. That's going to be all that I do. And I'll just stay where I'm at right now.
I think a D2 maybe, Jace, to see if it hits red too. That seems fair.
I mean, by that logic, couldn't it hit you guys too?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take the same risk.
I mean,
He's gonna take half my damage anyway, so go for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna say that. Out of curiosity, Sarah, would you have had to open your eyes to do that magic missile to target him?
I don't know, magic missiles always hit, don't they?
Yeah, but you do have to target your. I think you would have had to open your eyes, but you're fine. So,
Oh my gosh.
moving on to Jessup.
Oh boy, Kieran, I'm glad you're over here. Jessup's gonna try to cast a spell.
Are you casting
Defensively.
defensively? Okay.
No,
nice.
no, I'll take a hit to the face. Why not, right?
Well, you have displacement, so I didn't know if you wanted to bank on that or not.
No, I do not. I'm not banking on anything. I thought I was banking on a plus 20 to my save, and that did not go over well, so...
The plus 20 was a good bet. Just
Let's see here. So I will do another level 3. So... okay, got it that time. I guess I would open my eyes. What do I see, Jason, before I cast? Because I was going to do it on Kieran.
you open your eyes and you see a humongous creature, which you can roll a knowledge planes if you'd like.
Sure, why not? Do I see her?
Oh yeah, you see Kieran. Yeah.
No, no, the Medusa. I see him.
Oh, her. I was thinking Sarah. Okay.
I know, me too. I was like, I'm not there.
You don't see. Yeah. I mean, you see. From your angle, you'd see literally everybody except her. Yeah.
Okay. You said knowledge planes?
Yes. 23. You don't get any special information, but you do identify this as an Elder Earth Elemental.
Kieran, there's an Elder Earth Elemental in our face. Actually, before I cast my spell, stupidly, since I have to open my eyes, does Kieran have images?
No.
Okay. So my level 3 displacement will also go off on Kieran.
All right.
So I don't know, can I do this? Can I open my eyes, see the elemental, cast on Kieran, not do a move action, and re-shut my eyes?
Well, I mean, you do that at the start of your turn. So, like, you could, at the start of your next turn, just close your eyes right away.
But, so I don't have to roll on her turn for that, just at the start of my turn, correct?
Technically, she could spend an action to make you roll, but she'd have to get... I mean, it's not going to happen metagaming because she's all the way over there, but...
You say that, and then you're going to somehow magically make her appear in my face.
I mean, I'll allow you to close your eyes as a move action because you didn't do anything else, but...
Let me do it! Okay. So I will... Yeah, so maintain performance, cast displacement, just get the bozo's name in front of me, and then that's about it.
That'll bring us to Arachnida, who is going to go into the ground and disappear.
Oh my gosh. Stop. Just let me kill you.
All right. That is her turn. Brings us to Gideon.
Whoa.
Divine touch.
Yeah. That's the first part. So we'll divine touch.
I know what he's going to cast next.
Oh yeah? What am I gonna cast next?
Pebble Shaker.
Pebble shaker. Incorporeal shaker.
No, but that does give me an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the old spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Which is gonna be a little outscaled at this level, but at least it does force damage. So if it hits, it'll do damage. Then I'll use a move action to pull something into my offhand. Some trick up my sleeve, as it were. I'll 5-foot step here.
That brings us to Oran.
The spiritual weapon gets an attack.
Oh, right away?
I think so. I don't know what it is at this level.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So uses your base attack bonus plus your wisdom as its attack bonus.
Okay. So BAB full plus. Oh, it gets plus my wisdom.
So it would be 0.
Great.
Nice.
No, I've got it in there.
Nice, you charisma caster, you.
Yeah, it's kind of it should plus base like casting stat in my opinion, but that's whatever. It's only 4 different. How about a 26?
26 will still hit.
Get wrecked with damage right in the face.
Is that adding Inspire Courage to the spiritual weapon, though?
That would be yeah. So
So it should be a 22.
yeah, it's gonna be
The 22 misses. So all of your buffs are going to be applying to this if you're hitting a preloaded thing.
yeah. I realize that. So all of the divine might.
The divine might, all of that's going to be added onto this. So
Yeah, so it's not that high. It's just an 8. So it's got to be 4 or less.
that will miss.
Yeah.
Rebounds off of the elemental
Yeah.
and is destroyed. But that will bring us to Oran. Oran, you see his spiritual weapon shatter, because that's how spiritual weapons work.
Yeah, naturally.
His faith just must not be that strong.
You take that back right now.
You take that back. Can I cast as a full round action summon monster?
No. You can begin casting it.
Yeah, and then you have to finish casting it.
So as long as you don't get hit.
Now, divine power.
Okay. So go ahead and do that, and that will bring us to the elementals. Blue is gonna take his 2 attacks, but again, it's concealment. It's not gonna power attack, but the concealment's probably gonna get him if I had to guess. So 2 attacks. He'll continue off of his. He'll start at Kieran, and when that one misses, he'll try. I mean, he has enough intelligence. He knows what's going on. He's gonna 5-foot step back, and he'll do double attacks on Kieran. It's the best option he's got at the moment. So that'll be a 37 to hit, sorry, and a natural 20, but they're probably both going to hit concealment, so roll 1d100. So the first attack, 1 to 50, misses. 51 to 100 hits, because it is 50% miss chance. So the first one does hit, and the critical potentially hits.
Amazing.
That is a 3. So he's not power attacking, but even though a natural 3 is still a 29 to hit, so it does not confirm.
Right.
Even if he did confirm, the concealment would have actually gone through if he had confirmed. It's unfortunate. So it will be 2 hits, but no crit, unfortunately, and no power attack. So 22 damage on the first attack, so 12 and then 10 off of your stone skin. The second attack. So that's 25 for the second one, so again, 15 hit points and another 10 off your stone skin. That'll be Blue's turn. Red is going to 5-foot step up and full attack. He has no idea which one of you are easier to hit, so I'm going to actually roll for this one. 1 is Gideon, 2 is Oran. So 2 and 1. So he'll do 1 at both of you. So the attack against Gideon will do natural 17, so that is a 43? 43. So that will hit Gideon, I assume. And then a 41 against Oran. So I believe that will also hit. So Gideon, you will take... So you both also have stone skin. So that is... So Gideon is 22 damage. So reduced by 10. So you'll take 12.
And you hit a 33, you said?
Oh, I hit a 43.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to check. It's fine. 12, you said?
Against... Yes, you take 12 and then 10 off of your stone skin.
Yeah.
Against Oran, that is actually, oh gosh, that damage. That's 30 damage, but reduced by 10, and then halved because it's split. So both of you just take 10 damage, and Oran, you can mark 10 off your stone skin, but you haven't really been hit by the stone skin, so you've got plenty of that left.
Yeah.
Top of round 8, we have Kieran.
Okie dokie. So, first things first, my little dragon buddy is going to do a thing. He's going to do a breath attack at this elemental.
Does he open his eyes?
the draconic ally? Sure. He'll open his eyes.
Okay.
So I don't know what the DC for this is. Because it says that I have all the abilities granted by one of the following spells, Form of the Dragon 1. So I'm guessing maybe it's my DC for Form of the Dragon, but I don't have 6th level spells.
Pseudo-dragons have their own stat block, right?
Yes.
So...
But they don't have spells, so what's the DC?
I would imagine that the DC is, as they normally are, it is going off of your spell. But it does seem kind of weird that it was use your spell DC, because this is a 3rd level spell, giving it abilities of a much higher level spell, so it's not like you cast Form of the Dragon on it, because it's a much higher spell level.
I don't know, you can just roll a reflex save.
I would say use the spell DC for whatever your 3rd level spells are.
Okay, that's fair. So it's 17.
Okay, and it gets, what is it, reflex save?
Yeah, reflex save.
Alright, I'll roll it in the chat. Why not? 1d20 plus 4. Hey, natural 20.
Alright then. So it's 7d6, so 13 electricity damage.
2 blue, okay.
And then Kieran's going to do a breath weapon, so another reflex save.
19.
Alright, my reflex save is a 20, so that fails. So 37 electricity damage.
That's your turn?
I will 5-foot step up.
Okay. That brings us to Jessup.
Jessup will
Yes.
maintain performance, and then he will open his eyes, take chances, names, 5-foot step back, and will cast a spell. He's going to cast a level 4 spell, just normally, not defensive.
Okay.
On Kieran. So he's going to cast Heroic Finale, which gives Kieran a standard action. Or move action, if you prefer. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, standard action, I will do a lightning bolt. So another reflex save. This one lower DC, 17.
21.
So you pass, so 25 electricity damage.
Okay. Noted.
And move action, Jessup will pull out his bow and enter.
That brings us to Elachnida. Can I get a perception check from Kieran and Jessup, please?
Should I even roll?
Well, it depends. Can you beat?
No.
Gosh, I've rolled 2 natural 2s on her stealth. I mean, her bonus is amazing, so that's good, but...
Yeah, well, I rolled a natural 4, so...
I'm not even.
I don't know anything.
So bad.
There's literally no point.
Yeah, so neither of you are able to perceive her popping up right there. And she is going to attempt a corrupting touch against you, Jessup. She does not know that you are displaced until she pops up and sees you. And it's a bit too late at that point. But actually, no, she is not going to do a corrupting touch. She is going to do a draining touch.
Oh no.
It's pretty much the same thing. Like it's going to miss probably, but we'll see. So to hit is a 26 against touch.
Really? How do you think that wasn't going to hit?
I don't know what your touch is. You've been
16?
doing buffs and stuff and defensive stuff. So I don't know.
It's 16.
So now I have to roll 1d100 to get by your displacement. 1 to 50 is a miss. 51 to 100 is a hit.
Come on.
42s that will miss. Because she does not have anything that would get past it that I can see. So that is her turn. Brings us to Gideon.
This is going really well. I like it a lot.
She's like, maybe I should get away from the 2 clerics up there.
Yeah.
Coward.
So she did.
She is a coward, isn't she?
She's very cowardly.
She's a coward-ish
No wonder
lady.
she got killed. No wonder she got killed years ago.
That's all right. My turn. I'm going to roll a diplomacy to have her stand around so I can do 5 turns of soothing performance to hit her with a channel of my own.
So, spiritual weapon will go off.
Yeah, spiritual weapon. So d20 plus 8.
So let me just put in a quick -4. Will that do it?
Oh, or you could just do a d20 plus 8.
I fixed it.
I mean, it did okay, but
it still misses.
yeah, that does miss. 21 will miss the elemental.
I'm gonna assume Oran's got it. You got it, right?
The elemental?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Grace
Okay.
and double move to there.
Okay. That brings us to Oran, who is all alone, abandoned by all of his comrades, and attacked by a Earth Elemental. I think Oran just takes a quick look around. He's just like, ah.
Nah, nuts. I guess I'll move here. I'll have to provoke.
That will indeed provoke. And it
No
rolls. Yes, that might actually miss.
I have 31 AC right now.
Oh, no, that'll hit.
Yeah.
It's a
That might actually miss. How big do you think my AC gets? Like, that's
26
up.
plus 7, so that's a 33. That was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you will take 22 damage. Are you still within range of the thing? 55 is the range, right?
Yes. Right, Gideon?
Huh? Yeah. What? Say that? No.
55 is the range.
of shield leather.
Yeah, we're still good.
Okay.
Okay.
So you take 22, but it's reduced by 10. So you both take 6 damage from the attack of opportunity. But yeah, you move action, get up there, and you do have a standard.
I guess I'll try to hit it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
38.
38 will hit.
20 points of damage.
You definitely rebound quite a bit off of the stone. You've dented and chipped a fair portion of it, but you can tell that it's definitely resisting a lot of your damage. And that is your turn.
Yep.
That brings us to the elementals, who are going to... Red's going to 5-foot step and full attack you. Blue is going to 5-foot step here and full attack Gideon. So we'll do Oran first. So 2 attacks against Oran. Yeah, that's a 40-something that'll hit. Followed by a 35, which will also hit. And then, so I'll just do damage on those first. So the first one, that's 27 damage, minus 10 for your stone skin is 17. So you will take 8 damage. No, you will take 9 damage, and Gideon will take 8 damage. Second attack, so that is a 20 even, so you will both take another 5 damage from the second attack, and then you'll mark another 10 off your stone skin. The 2 attacks against Gideon, I did not roll the attack rolls yet, so we'll do that. That is so he's not power attacking, you are on the ground, so he gets a +1 from Stone Mastery. I forgot to factor that in from the last view. So that is actually a 36 to hit, which maybe hits. I don't know what your AC is anymore.
Yeah. 33.
Okay. The other one is higher, so both of those will hit. So damage, 22. So you take 12 damage and then 10 off of your stone skin, because that is not a split, so you take 12. The second damage, 24. So you'll take 14 damage and another 10 off of your stone skin. That will bring us to the top of round 9, and Kieran, you are up. You've been closing your eyes this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to, I didn't know if you would even be aware that the creature was there anymore or not.
Well, I had my eyes open before. Well, no, I wouldn't have had to because I was doing lightning bolts. That's area effect.
Yeah, I just didn't know. Because, like, you could have heard an attack go off behind you and assumed, and therefore closed your eyes. I just didn't know if you had been this whole time or not.
Yeah, I probably would have, just because.
She spawns behind you, immediately you turn to stone, with the eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
There's no way that I can do anything to her without opening my eyes, right?
Well, you have blind fight, unless she's flying.
Yeah, but like I don't know what square she's in, right? Like I have no idea what square she's in.
I guess she's incorporeal as well, is the problem as well.
Well, that's the thing. So incorporeal traits say cannot be heard with perception. Non-visual senses such as blind sight and scent typically are ineffective or only partially effective. So even blind sight technically does not help with incorporeals. So if you're relying on blind sense, then you would not have any idea what square she's in. That is correct.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if I tried to get to Jessup, if I tried to walk through this square, I would just walk through her.
Well, you'd provoke.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't stop me from walking through her. She's ghost. She's intangible. Do I take, like, a massive amount of negative energy because I'm like...
I don't think that's how it works.
No, it just feels creepy.
I think the way that by the rules it would work is that you would move there, which would provoke. Like, leaving your square would provoke. And then you would just, if you ended your movement on her square, you'd just be shunted over. So it'd be like you got hit, And then after you got hit, it would be like you stumbled a step further into one of the adjacent spots so that you're not on the same square. That's all that would really happen. But you would provoke from both her and the elemental if you tried to move.
And I literally can't do anything to her. I can't cast any spells at her because I can't see her. I can't do anything.
So you don't know, like you could, but it's like technically you don't know where she is. So it's like, again, I could like fog of war the entire map, but I can't do that just for you, which is the problem. So technically you're looking at a black screen. You don't technically know where anything is except everything except her because you have blind sense. But
okay, well,
like,
I guess
pretend that like she's just not there. Like,
okay, I will just lightning bolt the elemental, and then I'll follow that up with a magic missile against the elemental. Wait, I can't do the magic missile. Never mind. I'll just do the lightning bolt.
Right, you can't do the magic missile unless you wanted to open your eyes. The lightning bolt, are you casting defensively?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and... Okay, so you're good with that.
So 34 on my defensive cast, DC 17 for 46 damage, or 23 if it passes.
14 fails. So 46, you say?
Yes,
Okay.
46.
Yep. Blue is still up, taking a ton of damage, but is still up. And is that your turn? You can move.
Yeah, but like all I would do is... No, I'm not going to move because I can't see anything.
Okay. That brings us to Jessup.
I guess he sees her appear in front of him. I don't know.
At the start of your turn, you can choose to close your eyes.
All right, so Jessup will immediately close his eyes and shout to Kieran. Basically, he'll relay that, he's 10 feet diagonal to her, just basically how the line is. So he'll relay the formation.
Like, she's right between you, basically.
Yeah. Kieran, we got the ghost medusa sandwich, and then you're sandwiched between a big rock thing and her. He'll shut his eyes and start back up performance with a swift... Actually, no. Alright, so he'll start back up performance, and... why not? He is going to... Screw it. He's going to take some shots at the elemental, so why don't you do your dirty work there?
So you are closing your eyes.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You can shoot blindly.
You can technically choose a square, and since you knew where it was, you'd get 50% miss chance on top of all of that, which you can do if you want. Like, you could 5-foot step into this square and roll all your attacks at the blinded penalties.
I don't know. Just delay. I don't know what I can do.
Okay. That brings us to Elachnida, who is going to continue her Draining Touch attempt. Last time it did not go through, but she's going to keep trying. Natural 15 will hit your touch AC, Jessup. So again, that is a 1v100. 1 to 50 is a miss. 84, so she hits this time. So she was doing her Draining Touch, not her Corrupting Touch. So Jessup, you will take 2 points of damage to your dexterity, and she will heal up some. And since none of you can do attacks of opportunity, she will actually go ahead and 5-foot step. Actually, no, she wants to stay there because she counts as flanking, so she'll stay there to give the elemental a boost. That brings us to Gideon.
Okay, so I have met the conditions to cast Second Wind as a swift action, so I will go ahead and do that.
Because you are at a quarter or less?
I am at a quarter or less.
Alright. Swift action, cast the spell.
And then, this is gonna look goofy.
Okay.
5-foot step back,
Okay.
cast Righteous Might, and grow to be in that.
Yeah, so your weight immediately doubles, increases your size category to the next one larger, you gain a bonus, yada yada, you gain DR5 evil. Okay. Yeah, so I think when this happens, generally you're allowed to just choose which squares you move to.
Yeah, and I want to move forward.
I should drop your AC by 2, I think.
For size, right?
Well, yeah, because you went up by 1 size and you took a penalty to your dexterity, so it would be a 2.
So I take a -2 size to dexterity, which has no effect on my AC.
-2 penalty to dexterity has no effect on your AC?
That's correct. I have a 15 dexterity, and I have a max armor of 1.
So, okay, so you have a +2 modifier, and the +2 is never being accounted for. Okay.
That's correct. So it doesn't matter to me. And so I don't think my AC should change.
It should go down by 1 because of size, but not besides that.
And that's just, so I should just say -1 size to AC.
Yeah, anytime you go up in size, you take a penalty to your AC. All right. That brings us to Oran.
Oran's gonna 5-foot step there and cast a spell.
Are you casting defensively?
Am I in its range still?
Yep.
Yes.
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 Then obviously so.
Of course I am. It says.
So concentration.
15
It is
plus double the spell level.
15 plus double the spell level.
Yep. So if it's a 4th level spell, it would be DC 23. 5th level spell would be 25. 6th would be 27.
Did you do that earlier? Because that's what it was then too.
Yeah, I guess it is because I had to hit 27. It's again another level 6 spell.
Yep. So it would be DC 27.
36.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went for it. That's so risky.
Right, do what I want.
Risky.
Justin just rolls the dice.
I just roll the dice.
Just roll the dice, see what happens.
I cast Cold Ice Strike.
It was a swift action. You didn't have to do defensively at all.
Oh, I always forget that that's a swift action.
Yeah, you could have stayed where you were.
Yeah, you didn't even have to 5-foot step.
Find another spell that you want to also cast, and you did it. It worked.
Oh, by the way, I was casting Destruction, not Cold Ice Strike.
You can do them both. You can do both.
Because I still passed.
Yeah, I would say a fair replay is you could pick another level 6 spell and do it, or you could have swift action, 5-foot step, and full round detect, and then just ignore this check and say, "Oops, I'm an idiot."
I will leave that up to Jason, how he wants to rule that.
So what are you doing?
Since I didn't need to do that, probably what I would have done since the swift action is I probably wouldn't have moved. I probably would have stayed there, cast that, then just full attacked.
Yeah, I'm cool with you wasting a 17 on the die. I'm cool with that.
Right. So the line deals 1d6 points of cold damage per caster level. So that is what, 13d6?
Yes, and they get us. I assume they get a save.
I don't have it listed if they do, but that doesn't mean anything. Maybe I didn't put it in. Reflex half.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be strange if they didn't.
Come on, 2.
A 6
I called it. Come on, 2 on the die.
Fail. So Red will be taking 47
points of damage.
Yikes! Lots of damage. He's still up, but that hurt.
And then we will follow it up with a attack.
Both of those will hit.
And a third attack. I have divine power.
Okay. And because that's the same thing as haste, basically. Okay.
Yes.
So you are, okay.
It's not
All
cumulative with haste, but same thing as haste.
Right, yes. Okay, so including DR in those would be 14 plus 15 plus 9. Okay. Noted. A lot of damage, but it is still up.
Dang it. This one's stronger than my Earth Elemental.
Oh, by so much.
So much stronger.
By so much. When I was putting these creatures into Combat Manager, it tells me the CR as they get put in. I put Arachnida in, and I looked at the CR, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Is Elder correct? Because the CR is already 15. And I was like, is that right? And I put them in, and it's like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Jeez. Wow. That's intense.
So, yes, so it is the Elemental's turn now. So he will 5-foot step and full attack you, and Blue can't really 5-foot step anywhere, but he will full attack you, Gideon. So we'll do Oran first. First attack is a natural 15, which is going to hit, and a natural 11, which is going to hit because it's a 37 with that. So both of those will hit, dealing 26 reduced by 10 because of Stone Skin, so 16 split in half between you. So you both will take 8 points of damage.
I have 13 temporary HP. Can I just take that off
first?
That?
They go away first.
Okay.
Yes.
So 8 off of that. So what is it?
Where do you have temp HP from?
Divine power.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The second attack's damage is 26, so again reduced by 10. Oh, that's the same. So you both take another 8. So functionally, you both took 16 damage there.
Mm-hmm.
So Gideon, you get 2 attacks as well.
Right, yes, I love it.
Luckily for you, I think he missed with the first attack.
That's really good. Nice.
Because that's only a 28. That's natural 2.
That's gonna miss.
The second one's going to hit with a 42.
That'll
So
hit.
you will take 26, reduced by 10 because of stone skin. So you take 16 damage. Top of round 11, it says. Should be Kieran.
Probably.
So you have been told that the ghost is behind you.
Right. Don't think I can really do anything though.
Lightning bolt. Just do it.
I mean, I can do a lightning bolt and direct it so it doesn't hit you, but I don't want to split the damage. I want to focus on taking out this elemental first because
Do it.
I feel like it's taken enough damage that it needs to be close at least. I will
It's got
do
700 hit
my...
points.
No, I'm going to save that. I'll do a
Okay.
lightning bolt.
Okay. Casting defensively, I assume.
Yeah. 31.
Okay, that'll do it. And it had 3 hit points left, so even if it succeeded on its save, blue is dead.
So it dies. I can sense it go to the floor.
Yeah, it kind of melds into the ground,
Okay.
becomes one with the
So-
stone.
Then I'm going to 5-foot fly just back, I think.
Yep, and you can do that because you have blind fight. So even though you are closing your eyes, you can still do 5 foot steps and everything.
I can, yes.
Yep. Okay.
I think that's my turn.
Okay, that brings us to Jessup. You are in the fun zone.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Yep. Screw it. Why not? Why not? I'm going to open my eyes and avert my gaze, and I'm gonna try to acrobatics out of here.
Okay, that'll be a 1d100. So 1 to 50, you have to make a save. 51 or higher, you're good. 60, you're good.
Oh, you rolled for me. Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right. So I will attempt to just make an acrobatics and just make my way like a fat bard out of there.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check. A 28 will not beat her CMD.
That's good. I want to be hit.
Yep, but it's another D100. So again, 1 to 50, she misses. 51 or higher, she hits. 53, so she does hit. So I'll roll to hit here, but yeah, 31 touch will hit. And so that is going to be. I didn't say she was doing her draining touch, but I would have wanted to.
So just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Give her HP. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the worst
Yeah.
that can happen?
So you take another 2 points of dex damage, yes. And she gains a little bit of HP.
I can still move, right? Or no?
Yeah, you weren't going through her square, so you can actually still complete your movement. It's just you did take an attack of opportunity on the way.
All right. So I'll get over here.
And is that a double move?
No, single. Or no, with, I guess.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, because you move at half speed with acrobatics.
Oh, gosh. The nitty gritty rules. All right. Yep. Double move done.
Okay, that was Jessup's turn. That brings us to Arachnida, who is going to
Disappear.
do something, I'm sure. I'm sure she's going to do something. She's going to go up, and she'll try attacking. I mean, she knows that you're also displaced, but she'll go for it. Actually, Gideon's not displaced.
No, he's not.
Gideon's not displaced at all. Can she make
No.
it? She can't.
Oh, look at that. She made it.
She can't acrobatics and still make it, so you would get an attack opportunity.
Yeah, get wrecked. 39?
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure I got everything in here right. Bless, inspired courage, divine might, good hope, and now righteous might.
Yeah, most of those won't stack. Well, some of those won't stack with each other, but you do have all of them.
Yeah, lots of might.
Okay.
Remember, though, corporeal source and all that.
Yes. So your weapon is magic, though, so it still does half damage.
Yeah. But it's no longer benefiting from ghost touch. It was just a one and done thing.
All right, that is noted. That was her move action to get up there to get an attack opportunity.
Yeah.
And then she will attack you. And she'll switch over to a corrupting touch this time. She's
Great.
dealt damage to you before. She's trying to see if she can put you down. She's going to just corrupting touch you. So touch attack, 33, I imagine. Actually, she's been combat expertising, so that's only a 29 touch. But I think that
I will do it, yeah.
I think that still does it. So I need a fortitude save. She's not sneak attacking because you could see her fly up to you. So it's only the regular 15 d6, but it's a
I
fortitude.
am now in the range where I could benefit from luck.
Yeah, if you wanted to re-roll, you can do that. It's a one-time thing, but you can choose beforehand to roll twice and take the better.
It's not a re-roll. You have to choose it beforehand, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
she's rolling
believe
with advantage.
Is it an immediate action beforehand, I think?
I believe.
Oh, an immediate action? That's
It is an
kinda
immediate
bad.
action.
Yeah, so you can spend an immediate action to roll twice.
I kind of don't
Okay,
want to do that.
it's up to you.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay, 35 will succeed. So you only take 22 points of damage.
Okay, it was the right choice to not do that.
And it's your turn.
Okay, great. I once again meet the conditions for second wind. Yikes. So we'll go ahead. Oh, well, first I'm averting my gaze, so that happens first.
Okay. Yeah, and second one you can keep doing over and over because you're spontaneous.
Yeah, that's how it works.
You couldn't have if you had taken an immediate action.
That's why I chose not to.
So again, 1d100, 1 to 50, you how have I just mind blanked. How have I been doing it? 1 to 50 you don't have to make the, and
That's
51
correct.
to 100 you do. Okay.
No, 50 to 100 you don't.
So 51 to 100 you are fine.
A-okay, no need to save.
Okay. 16.
Okay,
So-
need to save.
Need to save. Would you like to roll twice? Can you?
No. Well, you could use it. I think you could use an immediate as a swift action on your turn, but I don't want to.
Well, technically this would be the start of your turn, so you technically haven't yet cast that spell.
Yes, this is true.
So as an immediate action you could. It's just you wouldn't be able to then cast that spell.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Just because I have the 8 bonus to this still.
Yep.
So as long as it's not a nat 1, I think I should be fine.
Nat 2.
Does a 28 do it? Maybe I'm being a little overconfident.
28 is exactly the DC.
Okay. So, thank God for those goggles. Thank you, Aiden. Way back when.
Actually, I don't think those are items. I think Kieran bought those.
Yeah, well, he bought them because of Aiden, obviously. He saw how cool and stylish they were. But yeah, then we'll go ahead and heal up.
Okay.
What? Rubbish.
15. Nice.
No. Don't say nice.
Nice.
It's not nice. It's bad.
Nice.
And then I'm big and mighty, so let's 5-foot step back and just, because I'm big and mighty, and just go for it.
Okay. Roll your attacks. See what you can do. 38 will hit, 23 will miss.
Okay.
So that does a little bit of damage. And that is your turn.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to Oran.
Oh, also, real quick, the spiritual weapon.
Oh, against the... Okay.
24.
And that is the correct amount, so 24 will hit.
Hey.
And that is a force effect, so that will bypass the DR.
Yeah, that's a force effect.
Okay. He's still up, but you do deal some damage.
Yeah.
Oran, still Tanguin with the...
She's still up, right?
Yeah, she's up. She's never been better. Until, like, the 10 preceding rounds, she was better than she was now. But
Oran's going to move.
And 2 years ago, she was a little bit better than she was now. But
Yeah, given that she's dead now.
yeah. Looks like Oran's running for it.
He's going to go here.
That'll provoke.
Do it. I'll just take my damage.
That is
Which will be
a
half.
30 even.
No, that misses.
All right.
I'm a 31.
I love how cavalier you are about this. Oh no, it's fine. I'll just take half of it anyway. Just go
Has it
ahead.
not worked out? Has it not worked out in my favor this combat? It hasn't let me down yet. Okay, so he's going to move there. He's going to... This might be risky.
Okay.
Doesn't he have to make a decision?
Yeah, so can you still cast a spell while averting your eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he will avert his gaze.
I hate to bring this up, but did you ever do your rounds of staggered?
Yeah, I have it ticked off.
Oh.
I had 6, so I wouldn't be. It's still active.
There were a lot of rounds that you could only have done a move or standard action.
Wait, what?
Because when you're staggered, you can only do a move or standard action.
Well, I didn't.
You've been full attacking moving and casting spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't move though.
Just now you did, yeah.
I just did now, but I haven't moved prior to that. So
Last turn you swifted and full attacked, and
I swifted and full attacked. Yeah. So how does that work with stagger for a swift and a full attack?
you can't full attack.
You can do one attack.
You-
So basically,
yeah,
just
you-
canceled. Yeah. So give him back.
Yeah, I just did. I gave him.
Yeah, give him back some of the hit points. So it would have been 19 and 25 that he would have gotten
Yeah.
back.
I just put him back at full, so we're good.
And I can't. I swear to God, always want to know this. A stagger creature can still take free, swift, and immediate actions.
yes.
So
Yeah. So I basically just couldn't have full attacked him that one turn.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So we're good.
Yep. So yeah, I guess I'll just move.
Okay. That'll bring us to the elemental, who's now at full health.
Who's now back at full health? Okay.
I just gave him full health just to be.
Yeah.
just be-
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that seems fair.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hate to do wrong by you.
He's gonna move up and attack. That is a 37.
37.
I keep having to add the +1 for Earth Mastery, so it goes from a 6 to a 7. All right, so you both take 8 points of damage. Top of round 12, we are back to Kieran.
All right, so again, I don't have any idea that she's where she's at.
If you have closed your eyes, then the last you heard, she was behind you.
Okay.
Oh, did you roll to avert my gaze?
I did not.
Sorry, we got sidetracked there. So
I did not, but you're fine.
Okay.
So yeah, Kieran.
Kieran is going to. He knows Gideon's here because Gideon's the big guy.
Yeah, you can sense these guys enough to know who's who.
And you know that Gideon was attacking them right
Yeah,
there.
you would have known that he was attacking something that you can't sense, so that gives away a little bit too.
All right. Well, this may not help at all. You may choose not to do this, but this is up to you. I'm going to cast a spell. It is called Force Sword, and this is going to conjure a long sword. This one's actually a +2 long sword. And I will move up, having no idea where she's at, move up to you, Gideon, and I will hold it out for you to take.
She will accept the Force Sword.
Because the funny thing is, I can't use this.
The funny thing is, what?
I'm not
'Cause of your
proficient.
form?
I'm not proficient with long swords.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh.
So that would provoke,
Yeah, I have no idea. So I'll just have to take it.
but you are displaced. So I'll roll the attack. Yeah, that'll hit you. 27 touch. I'm sorry, 23 touch because of combat expertise. But I think that still hits you.
Oh yeah, my touch is 14.
She has a 50% miss chance, so 1 to 50 she misses. 58, so she does hit. And the last attack that she did was a corrupting touch, so I'm not going to flip-flop on that. So you get a fortitude save.
Fortitude is a 22.
Okay. The weird thing is, let me get your advice on this. Do you think you would be functionally flat-footed from her for a sneak attack?
Sure. Actually, probably not, because I don't think I think with blind fight, I don't lose my dex to AC when I'm blinded. So I don't know.
So even if they stealth against you and everything.
Yeah, an invisible attacker gets no advantages related to hitting you in melee. That is, you don't lose your dexterity bonus to armor class, and the attacker doesn't get the usual +2 bonus for being invisible. They still do apply for ranged attacks, though.
Okay, close enough. So the 22 actually fails, by the way.
Yeah, no, I figured
So
as much.
you will take 46 damage.
Okay.
DR does not apply to that. So as you pass by, you can feel something pass through your body, and you feel like you've aged 10 years all in a moment. But you do get there, and you can hold out the sword for him.
Okay, that's my turn.
Jessup, you are up, and you were averting your gaze before. No?
I was, yeah.
You
My
were,
eyes
okay.
open,
So you can choose to change that now, but up to this moment, you are privy to events, more or less.
Jessup will trying to see, because I think with haste I have to target. Is it target everyone, or is I just target the person I'm casting it on and then it bursts? Can't remember.
I
how it works.
believe you target the person you're casting on. It's a burst, but I mean, they all have to be within 30 feet.
Right. Okay.
You would have to at least be averting in order to target. Actually, it's not one creature per level, so the targets are one creature per level. So you'd have to target everybody. But that doesn't actually change anything. It's the same functional thing.
Well, I just assumed, because that way, if I would target myself, then I could close my eyes, target myself, and then it would burst out for them.
Oh, yeah, no. You could avert your gaze and do it, but...
Yeah, I'm going to, I'm just going to move. I'm going to avert my gaze, I guess. Roll it.
Okay. So again, there's a 50% chance that you have to make the save. So 1 to 50 means you make the save. 51 to 100 means you are good. 75, you are good. I'm rolling high on all of these, pretty much.
Kieran, where's your backpack? Is it next to you right there?
Yeah, I'm essentially flying over its square.
So Jessup will move 25 feet there. Maintain performance. Actually, no. Maybe I won't. Sorry. Nope. Jessup's actually going to move here. And then he will cast Haste. And we're all within 30 feet.
The elemental is not, but...
Okay, well, I wasn't going to... I'm sorry.
I mean, you could leave Kieran out and get the elemental.
No.
Yes, so
good.
you move up, cast Haste. All right.
And then maintain performance, obviously.
That brings us to Elachnida, who's going to 5-foot step up, and it's going to once again try to put Gideon down. So Gideon, she is going to Corrupting Touch. That will hit for sure with a touch attack. You do get a Fortitude save. You can choose as an immediate action to roll twice.
No, we'll just go for the fortitude. Hope for the best.
29 will succeed, so you will only take 26 points of damage.
I want you to just really confirm that number for me. 26?
26
Yay.
points of damage.
Awesome.
You'll live forever. Until the next time you get hit.
Yeah.
That is Elachnid's turn. Gideon, it's your turn.
This is really bad.
Let's hope Oran doesn't get hit.
So I have reach, so I can 5-foot step, grab the weapon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which I'll do.
Okay. And she does not have the feat that allows her to attack creatures when they...
Okay.
What is it?
Good.
Just out of reach or something?
Yeah, it's something like really...
Just out of reach. When a foe more than 5 feet away makes a melee attack against you at reach, you can... Yeah, but there's a feat where it's like they attack you from range and you can still hit them even if they're out of reach because their arm is closer or something. It's hilarious. So you can grab the Force Sword.
Which I now have.
Yes. I guess you'd have dropped your mace or something.
Yeah. Well, I dropped it into the square that I'm standing. This is such a weird set of decisions to make. Let's go ahead and swift action heal. And then there's no... how are you gonna tell how lively a ghost is, right? So let's go ahead and do a cure critical.
Okay.
I heal 22.
Are you out of third level spells now?
No, we came in fresh. Remember?
Yeah, that's like 4 third level spells right there.
Cure critical is a 4th level spell.
Oh, so that's your turn. That brings us to Oran.
Oh shoot!
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I avert my gaze. You got to go ahead and do your thing.
Right. That is a correct thing. So again, there's a 50% chance that you have to make a save. So 1 to 50, you have to make a save. 82, you're good. Yes, so Oran, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, you can choose to avert your gaze, remain non-reverted.
Close my eyes and channel
Okay.
the damager.
All right. She gets a will save.
Something good. Oh my gosh. Law of averages right there again. Oh
32.
yeah, that passes. So 12 damage.
All right. Yeah, she's still up.
Yeah, figured.
Goodness.
You can move if you want.
I'm staggered.
You can 5-foot step.
Oh, you're still staggered? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm still staggered for I think one more round.
Okay.
Is it really only that few? Because it was 6 total.
Yeah, it's been a lot of rounds.
It's been a lot of rounds. Yeah.
Cool.
So that will bring us to the elemental, who's going to step up here, and I'm going to roll 1 Oran to Gideon, 2, and 1. 1 against both of you. So against Oran, that's a natural 17, so that is going to hit. So that will deal... Both of you take 8 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
And then the attack against you, Gideon, is a natural 16, which will hit.
Yeah.
So you take another 15 damage, Gideon.
Minus the 10.
Yeah, because you took 25. I already did the minus 10, so you take 15 damage.
I just also have to know how to do it myself.
At this point, some of you might be close to the end of Stoneskin, but I haven't been keeping track, so I don't really care. Top of round 13. Kieran, you are up. You got hit by the creature, so you know it's nearby.
Do you mean the end of Stoneskin because of the DR?
Yeah, just because of the DR.
Oh.
Because some of you got hit a bunch of times.
I've been keeping track. I have 60 still.
I have 60 as well.
A bunch of you have 60 then. So.
Okay, so she was not in this square when she hit me?
Correct. Yeah, she had to move up. She was over here actually. She just 5-foot stepped.
See, I don't envision a scenario where I can do anything without metagaming. Because, like, I have line attacks, and I could do it in this line and still hit the square that I thought she was in, but, like, why would I have any reason to think that she's in that square? So,
It's like, you could just roll a D2 and just have it be random, because you'd be here or here if you're doing a line attack.
No, I'd rather not. So I will 5-foot step here, and I will do a line attack at this guy. I think I can see him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's within my blind sense. So I will do another lightning bolt.
Okay, and I will probably fail another reflex save. 13, yeah, that's gonna fail.
Okay. So 36 electricity damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Brings us to Jessup. Everybody's looking a little worse for the wear here.
Jessup is not gonna, or he's gonna avert gaze to her, but so if he averts gaze to her and say he wants to shoot at this schmuck here, he gets penalties, right?
Yeah, you have a 20% miss chance while averting your eyes.
Oh yeah, I should have been rolling that for all my attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Here, let me just give her all her hit points back.
Okay.
Yes. fair.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fair.
that should set it straight.
I'm just gonna avert my gaze and take shots at that rock turd up there.
We should do the 20% miss chance from now on, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I go to start to shoot, let's do it.
Yeah, I just figure.
Yeah, so 1 to 50, you have to make a save. 17. We finally
Alright.
got a time where somebody has to
You
make
know
a
what?
save.
I'm gonna use my luck crap because I can. I didn't do
Okay,
it yet.
yep, you have not yet double rolled.
So I gotta roll 2 forts, right?
Yes, you take the better of them.
I don't think there's anything else. Oh, that sucks.
Yes.
Bye, Jessup.
See ya.
Both of those will fail
All right, 21-17. So,
as Jessup turns to stone.
all right, see you guys later.
See ya. Have a good session. Good night, man.
That brings us to Arachnida, who is gonna give it the old college try. Third time's the charm. Roll to hit. Yeah, that's a 35 against touch. Sorry, 31 against touch.
Yeah, it hits.
And you get a fortitude save to reduce this by half. 23 will fail.
That's not gonna be good.
You'll be fine.
You take 55 points of damage.
So the immediate action, when I go below 0.
Yes, we will see how the numbers add up. Yeah, so second wind is an immediate action when you go below 0, so you heal up 14 hit points.
Yep. And none of that is reduced. It bypasses our DR.
Yep, 50. That goes straight through.
And then how much was it? 55?
55.
Yeah. I have my answer.
Okay, and that's her turn. Brings us to Gideon. You fall to the ground.
Unconscious.
You both see Gideon collapse.
We don't see anything. Sorry. My eyes are closed.
You hear him.
Yes. You both hear Gideon collapse. Kieran, you practically see it in a lot more clearer detail. You do not know if he has died or not, but Josh and I will be whispering some stuff.
I'll roll secretly. It's coming in, Jace.
All right. Interesting roll. You can figure out whether that passes or not, because I'm not going to do the math. Oran, you are up. You're no longer staggered at this point, right? This is like the 6 rounds are over.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good.
So he will open his eyes.
Okay, so that'll be a save.
Correct. Fortitude.
Oh,
A natural 20 will succeed, surprisingly enough.
Weird.
So you're good to go. And your eyes are open. You see Gideon is on the ground. Again, you don't know if he is dead or if he's just super low. Maybe he's just tired.
Not me problem. Kidding.
I love when my doctor says that.
Sorry, buddy.
Not me problem.
It's like, oh, are you in cardiac arrest? That's not my problem.
Oren's like, I could Breath of Life, but why?
Oh, I could.
Don't even. No. Because if he's dead, well, no, it may not even bring him back. It's hard to say.
You know, I'm more worried about her.
He's like, we got raised dead.
I got raised dead.
You
It'll
do
be
see
fine.
that he is stoned, yeah.
So I'm gonna try destruction on her.
Ugh. Biggie.
Just so you know, you are still within the reach of the elemental.
Oh my gosh.
You can move action to provoke and get out of range. So like, it's not like you can't do this.
I would prefer to do that.
You just have to, you would provoke to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a necromancy
Like that.
death spell. I'll just verify. Undead are immune to death effects.
Holy though. Because it's either holy or unholy fire.
Right.
Because I'm good caster, then it's holy fire, not unholy fire.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it is a death effect still. So okay, does destruction work on undead? So does destruction work on undead? My guess would be no because it requires a fortitude save and doesn't work on objects. No, undead wouldn't be subject to this spell. It is a death effect. They're immune to those.
They also don't roll fortitude saves. Anything that requires a fortitude save, they're immune to.
So actually, you would know as a cleric that destruction would not work. You can do a number of other things. Like you could do channel again. You could do heal again.
Okay, we're actually gonna try. Gideon, don't hate me. He's gonna run up to her while casting a spell. So I'm going to move, provoke, but it's a touch spell. So I'm gonna cast it like in progress, right?
I don't think you can cast in progress. It's like you can cast and then move. You can move and then cast.
Oh, you can't cast while moving. Then.
I don't believe so.
Shoot,
I think
that's a
I think
pickle, 'cause
arguably you could with spring attack, but
I'm gonna. But you can't cast offensively and then move, right?
yeah, you could. Yeah.
No, we're just gonna channel again.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna switch that up. We're just gonna channel again. That would be a decent one if she fails. Dang it.
She did not. Still takes 14 damage though.
And that's the last channel of the day.
This is, as tradition, going to come down to a battle of attrition. It is the elemental's turn. The elemental will attack Oran. I think Gideon takes half the damage.
Yeah, I do. I'm aware. I'm well aware.
That's too bad. Natural 2 will miss. Not going to do that again. Natural 8 will hit, I think. 32 even.
Yes, correct.
So you and Gideon both take 6 points of damage.
Great.
Which means, Gideon, had you stabilized, you are no longer stable. And that is its whole turn. Brings us to the top of round 14, Kieran. Coming down to the wire. You can sense the elementals still up there. You can't sense Elachnida, but she hasn't moved, so...
Yeah, but I never knew she was there in the first place.
You do sense a disturbing lack of movement and sound from Jessup.
I'm going to fly over here, and then I will do my second breath weapon for the day.
At the elemental.
Yep.
Okay. 9.
So 41 electricity damage.
It had 20 hit points, so it is dead.
Nice.
Thank goodness.
Pass or fail, it's gone.
Okay.
It melds into the stone.
Only the one left that I can't do anything about.
Indeed. That's your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, Jessup is stoned. Going back to Elachnida.
Hey, wait a minute. When do I get to be a sweet ghost that gets to pop out?
After this combat, let's see. Who should she go? Okay. I think it would be super stupid for her to go up into the Consecrate again, so she's not going to do that.
Do it.
So she's going to go.
You know you
But at the
want
same
to.
time, it's displacement to hit Kieran. There's no win. There's no win.
You know what the right answer is. You
She's
don't have the
going after
guts. You don't have the guts.
You don't have the guts.
She's going after Kieran. Oran
I've done
has
more
dealt-
damage to Oran. Or to it. Oran's done more
Exactly.
damage.
You've done more damage. She
scared.
doesn't want to be near you.
Scared of my power.
That will hit touch against Kieran. 28, I think, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But there is still a displacement.
Although I do always forget that technically mage armor helps against incorporeal touch attacks.
Yeah, that should
but
be
it only
applying.
gets me a 19, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, so D100, so 1 to 50 is a miss. Okay. 61. It's a hit. She's going to do a corrupting touch. So that's a fortitude save.
Okay. Most certainly will fail.
Oh, you already used the double roll. Okay.
Oh, 29.
Oh, 29 will succeed, so you take half. So that is only 29 damage.
Okie dokie.
That is her turn. Gideon, you are unconscious. Oran, it is your turn. You can see that Kieran is getting attacked now. You can see that the ghost's form is flickering, so it's down to the wire.
Oh, but I'm hasted now, right?
Yeah, you
So I
can
have
move like
increased
a
movement.
you can move like a hasted creature would.
Yeah, I got 40 movement. Yeah.
40. Wow, little dwarf legs go.
Look at those little dwarf legs go.
Don't forget, I count as difficult terrain.
Yeah, Gideon is difficult terrain because of his big fat body. Yeah, if you're trying to get into base contact with her, you can't. You can get within channel range, but you can't quite get within melee of her.
Can he jump?
This crap. Can Oran
I
jump?
don't think he
No.
wants to do that.
Can he hop up there and then jump over there?
I think he doesn't want to try that.
The DC is not that high.
But he's in full plate.
Yeah, but it's not that high.
I have an acrobatics of like -9.
Just
It's
cold
fine.
ice striker.
Yeah, I don't have that anymore. I wish I did, but I used it on the stupid golem. Alright, so how far could I make it?
If you're going through his space, it would be 20, that would be 30, 35. Yeah, you could basically get there, 40 pretty much.
Alright, that's what we'll do, and I will ready a spell.
Ready a spell.
Well, it's a touch attack, so can I just like cast it and hold it?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Top of the round. You all die. Top of round 15. Kieran, you have been hit by the creature. You can be reasonably assured of the square that she is in.
All right, this is a bit of a pickle that I'm in right now. I'm trying to determine which of these is better. I mean, arguably Dragon's Breath is better because it has a higher save DC, but she'll probably pass it anyway. And I think the damage on a lightning bolt is better, but it's hard to say. One's acid, one's electricity. Does that matter? Who knows?
Search in your heart and find what Kieran would do.
I have cast...
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, I'll do a Dragon's Breath. We'll see.
Okay, Jesus takes the wheel and says Dragon's Breath.
This will be acid. So it's
Okay.
a DC
On an
18.
incorporeal form.
Unfortunately, she's immune to acid. I'm joking.
She might be. I
I'm
haven't done acid against her. I haven't done anything against her, let's be honest. I don't know if this is going to work.
All right. So this is 47 damage with a reflex save.
Well, it's potentially quarter damage, so we just have to see what
So
happens.
23
Yeah,
if
so
if she fails.
It's 20. Well, it's 23 no matter what. And then it's between
if she
23
fails.
and 12. 11.
Okay. Peeling the curtain back a little bit. It will be incredibly hard for her to fail this save. Possible, but if she rolls a natural 1, she fails.
Okay,
If she fails, she dies.
Okay.
So there's a 5% chance that she just dies. I'm going to roll it in the chat. No, 33.
Yeah, she didn't even come close. No. So she took 11 points of damage.
11. Oof, she's still up.
You know what that means, Oran? You get to do the deed.
Well, she gets to go first.
Maybe. I still have to touch her.
Yeah, and it says in her stat block that she fights until destroyed, so she's not going to run away. She is going to try to take out Kieran.
Can I? No, that would be way too cheese. I was like, after I cast that spell, can I open my eyes and then potentially cast a magic missile? But I wouldn't do that. That's preposterous.
No. I'm pretty sure you make that decision at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Yeah, I understand.
It's a full round action to open your eyes mid-round.
Well, it was a move action to close your eyes, so I mean.
Yeah, it's harder to open them.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You're fighting gravity.
It's not even just a
Yes.
standard action; it's a full round action.
Natural 17 will definitely hit, but the displacement 1 to 50 will be a miss. 12, miss.
Wow, needed that one.
I would have tried to kill the cleric.
To be honest, metagaming, it doesn't matter who she goes after at this point. Like, because I know everybody's hit points. Yeah, Oran's not going down for a while.
Beefy boy.
I could get Gideon into like the
He
negative
could
50s.
I was gonna say he could absolutely 100% kill Gideon, but
Yeah, Oran, it's your turn.
move up. Touch attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
27. Whew, 3 on the die. For a touch attack.
Her touch AC is normally 23. She's been doing combat expertise, which increases her AC by 1 per 4. So 1, 4, 8, 12. So that increases her AC by 4, which would make her touch AC 27.
So I touch her. Gideon, don't hate me. Breath of life.
Oh my god! I'm not paying for my raised dead scroll. Holy cow. That's coming out of your paycheck. Holy cow.
Oh, so that is 5d8 plus 13.
That is rude.
Like cure spells, breath of life deals damage to undead creatures rather than
I understand
curing them.
how it works. I'm not mad about how it works. I'm mad at you.
You cast Breath of Life, and she comes back to life as a normal
She comes back to
Medusa
life
now.
as a normal Medusa.
So go ahead and roll the damage on that. She does get a save.
43.
So she does save.
Yeah.
Yep. So half of that. So 21.
No. It's half of half. So first of all, it's 22,
Oh, half of half.
21.
then 11.
That's so stupid.
So 11 damage.
Yep.
Yes, so she's not dead.
Oh my gosh.
She had 11 hit points.
Oh my god, she disappeared. She's dead. She's done. They
Undead
just
or destroyed at
destroyed
0
at
hit
0.
points.
Wow.
I can take a screenshot of my health bar if you want me to confirm, but
No,
she
I
had
believe
she
you.
had
I believe you.
22 hit points, so that's why I said if the breath weapon had failed, the 23 would have killed her.
I thought she had 23 exactly, and that's why you're
No,
being
22.
cheeky about it.
No,
22.
she had 22. All right. Oran, you run up with Breath of Life. Anything special about this scene that you want to describe?
Yeah, anything in particular that like just comes to your mind? Like what's racing through Oran's mind as he makes this decision? You know, like just curious.
He looks back at Gideon with a grin and says, "Ha ha ha! Serves you right."
Yes. If only your faith was stronger.
Oh dear God. Oh.
You're
Coming
dead. You
back
didn't
with
hear
a
it even anyway.
vengeance.
You didn't
Coming
even
back
hear
with
it.
a
You didn't even hear it.
vengeance.
Nope. Oran will just run up to the ghost and go right in its face for breath of life. Just blow right in its face and it disappears.
So just like Gimli in the Lord of the Rings against
Yes.
the undead warriors, you just
Yep. Basically. Yep.
and she
Something.
disappears.
Fantastic.
And with that, Kieran and Oran, you stand there, the sole remaining combatants in this rather difficult encounter. As many of the boss fights have been, it was a battle of attrition. You guys collect yourselves. You see Jessup is no more than a statue. And you see that Gideon lies motionless on the ground.
Yeah, he
And
did.
that is where we will pick it up next week.